Yes, we are here, clear in your ears, coming at you with a tournament we call Rainier Rushdown, that is. I am Leaf, and with me is Lentini. And back again, we are here opening up for Season 2 for you now in your favorite free bi-weekly Street Fighter 6 online bracket. Season 2! Lentini, we are here. How are you feeling about it all?
It feels so good to be back and to be back with you, my man Leaf here. It's always a pleasure. But yeah, we went on a bit of a hiatus here, gave people a couple of weeks off, and we got the new patch as well. So there's all sorts of stuff to think about this time around. I am so excited to see what the characters look like.
Yeah, and we have a great list of players coming out. Our bracket's kind of stacked this time. We got, I think, almost 32 players. A couple of DQs, we could have got above that. But some of the players come out are like, we got the Salon, we got our first Rainier Rushdown with the Salon Danny fam, of course. But we also have other returners, such as the New Yorker Young Matt Teen, Dylan R, and of course, Biscuit, and more. It's super exciting. Anyone you got your eyes on tonight?
I want to root for my boy Biscuit. I believe this is the day for him.
This is the grappler patch. He's got those nice combos off of the EX backspin too.
Yeah, the grapplers are eating good, especially Zangief. I was watching a video earlier that was just talking about like the meter gain that he gets now compared to what it used to be. Terrifying stuff. I mean, my man's just mashing headbutt and waiting for it.
Truly, yeah, one headbutt, that's like almost a whole block on its own.
It's crazy. And it combos naturally into the chop, so you get a lot more combo routes. You don't need to do any more counter hit stuff, straight into lariat.
More EX, great buff. Right? Yeah, huge. And a lot of other characters, a lot of other players coming out. We got Integra, another regular in our lineup. Ken player, Zero Loyalty, Marissa player, what is it, Spokane? No, yeah, maybe. Spokane rep, Chris Masters, another goated Ken player. A lot of really fun players tonight. It's really genuinely hard to figure out who is going to come out on top, but we're going to be seeing as many as we can.
And it's especially hard with what we were talking about with the patch, right?
Yes.
Because there's going to be players who just get that little bit of edge that they needed. Of course, the character is far from everything, but when you've got two people who are so closely matched, sometimes it just takes that little new thing. Or if one of them's a little more versed in the new patch, that can go a long way in these first couple of weeks. Who's been grinding, who's been figuring out how to deal with these slightly different matchups now, who can deal with Akuma for that matter. We may see some of that in the bracket.
Yeah, and it makes me think of those characters that may have gotten changed in ways that'll perhaps take some time to figure out. I see two absent names this week in D-Answer, DJ player, who's won a number of these titles, and K-Pop Wani, Kimberly player, who has also been very, very strong in a lot of these brackets.
Yeah, and has dealt with a not-so-great character up until now, but got some buffs this time. Right?
But it's like, what do you do once you have something new? How long does it take to get cooking? And we have coming up first the character that, of course, gets cooking immediately in red with the... Does it even need to be said? The Ryu. Man, he's been eating.
This character, I feel like Capcom was like, okay, we've seen enough Luke around here. We need to bring back the OG. I'm gonna just give this guy everything this patch.
Yes, if you look at Mr. Fireball and Uppercut.
Like, what part of his game plan didn't get buffed? It's crazy.
Yeah, all those plus frames, the Hasho Geki, the Fireball buff. Oh my gosh, that alone can like make that character shoot up. You see a lot of the buffs these seasons were like that. It's like, here's a thing that this on its own would make this character jump up a tier or two. And they're like, have like 3 or 4. And it's actually genuinely awesome to see, because people are just going buck wild. And I know buck wild is not something that Red would call his style of play, but,
I also really like... Oh, we just lost him.
Oh no. Perhaps I got overexcited. Maybe he's not our first match tonight.
We'll see. Another thing, speaking of Ryu, while we're on the subject, that I really like that they did is they didn't just buff him in ways of let's give him more damage. They did what you were talking about with the fireball buffs, not just that Denshin charge being optional whether or not you use it immediately, but you have other little things like you can decide to, if you're really wanting to go for a hard read in the fireball war, you can throw out a level 1 with a fireball on screen.
Yeah, yeah, and that one's a really fun, like, little anti-air trap. Makes me think of the stuff that he was doing in 4 almost.
Well, looks like
But
we
it
might
looks
be
like,
getting a different matchup here, actually.
yes,
We're going to be
yes.
going for the Akuma.
And wouldn't it be right? Would it not be right to start with anything else tonight? Akuma, the newest character, the newest addition to this roster, coming out with the best in class of basically everything.
That's the
But
classic.
but Guile, not very nerfed. He's pretty similar.
Yeah, I think Guile has snuck up the tier list actually this patch just because he was already really strong and they, like you said, they didn't really nerf him. And in fact, because of some of the other changes, they decided to buff his fireballs a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's interesting, right? Because like the main thing, ooh, nice flash kick, and this drive thing, this drive tug of war is not working out for Luke. And that's exactly what I was about to talk about. The new changes to the parry, where parrying a fireball, you get a little bit more than net zero now, but to compensate, Guile, like you said, did get those buffs on the fireball. The zoning war is still completely capable, something that he's completely capable of doing.
Yeah, zoning's interesting in this matchup because Akuma, he has a lot of tools like that charged fireball we just saw there. Great spacing, by the way, to get around the level 1. But it makes it so Guile can't just throw booms for free and win the fireball war.
That's right, and Scythe just doing such a good job of walling Luke out and burning out in the process. Luke, though, forcing Scythe to the corner here. Are we going to see a turn of fortunes? A big jump!
Okay, just hit him with a Tatsu, get that corner pressure. You can get some cheeky safe jump stuff off of that, but he decides to go simple and clean, closing out that round, evening it out.
Simple and clean is right. I love a nice jab confirm when the chips are down.
That's the Guile classic.
Sure.
Just walk up, nothing you can do about that slow fireball, just
Seriously,
menacingly
scary.
walking towards you.
Luke fighting back with a few fireballs of his own. And the charge fireball, I love, oh nice, just crouching the heavy kick. Great
That is
punish on
huge
that
in the
option.
matchup. You can crouch under that second hit and it's like minus 14 or something disgusting.
Yeah, get that nice juicy punish after, but a nice juicy EX fireball giving Luke a lot of space here, but gonna lose so much of it to a flash kick. Scythe's wall is just, how does Luke overcome?
And you got CA, that's one way to do it. But like you said, how does he overcome specifically in the way of getting in? Trying to space out with that stand heavy punch, not gonna find it, and the level 2 activation. And Scythe, I think, just trying to close this out in style, tries to stall with the air fireball. I like the idea, but you were just kind of out of time there.
So real. Yeah, that was so clean by Scythe. Just no openings available for Luke to take. Get the burnout, get the super checkmate. GG. And going on to this next game, can Luke figure out something to turn this around? A big bait.
Okay, he goes for the heavy kick confirm. Okay.
Safe jump, but the parry is going to be only +2. The tech is good. Scythe fighting his way out of the corner here. Luke with the big jump, but not quite soon enough. And Scythe getting a lot of damage in the process.
It's a little off a boom loop there. It can go a long way. Okay, that jump back Sobot. Not going for the flash kick because he's not charged in that situation. Great awareness of his toolkit in the space.
Yes, and this is exactly where Scythe wants to be right now. Luke gonna have to take a lot of big risks to get in, and that heavy disc just staying on the screen for so long. And do you have the confirm?
Man, yes he does. That's so hard to do. I don't know if you've ever tried to do that back medium, back heavy target combo into the flash kick, but you only have like 3 or 4 extra frames to get that timer.
Yeah, I love that the 12 frame retention of your charge, not accounting for the startup of your normals, right? Always gonna make it a little shorter than you want it to be. But Luke, nice, getting shimmied Scythe.
Shimmy was nasty.
The shimmy was so nasty, and the combo was just as nice.
Sage Jam, help me out. Is this gonna kill? It kills.
Man. Check your notes. Level 3 does indeed kill there. And Scythe does indeed take this first set of the night. Very clean.
Great stuff to Scythe. Doing such a good job of winning that fireball war. We were talking about how Akuma has tools in that scenario that are pretty tricky to work against. As you had mentioned before, best in class of pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Ryu but better, as some say. Though maybe not this patch. I'm hoping we actually do get to see Red come in for this next one, because I want to see what Ryu's cooking.
You know, it's interesting because I have like two minds when it comes to Red, and watching him specifically is I know that he is the Ryu guy. I see he's coming up again on the setup. Perhaps he's teasing us. Perhaps he just wants to be talked about. But of course the question remains, where is the Akuma? We've been hearing in the Discord that the Akuma's there. You know, he's feeling a little drunk with the power, but of course Ryu's always right there. Reliable, all reliable when you need him.
Yeah, all reliable. Looking like SpongeBob out here. Sometimes, look, if you got it, flaunt it. And this character on this patch has got it.
That is true, but what else is true is the Matcherino. Matcherino, can we get a Matcherino in chat? Because there is absolutely a prize pot y'all can be adding to tonight. A first time for us, I believe, a Matcherino prize pool, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I love that.
Go figure, people are swinging big. Red coming out with that non-EX fireball and a heavy Tatsu going unpunished.
He wants that Matcherino. That's what's going on. Oh my goodness.
And
yo, y'all in the chat, you want to give this man some money, y'all know what to do. But yeah, the Ed coming out. A character who he didn't get any crazy changes with the patch, which I think makes sense. He's still pretty new, and the Capcom philosophy has very much been, we don't want to pull the trigger too early on buffs and nerfs.
Right. And the thing was, like, he really didn't need a ton of it. His major kit was very interesting, very versatile in its own way. But we see Red, you know, that, no, there goes the buffed fireball just out of there.
Good punish counter there, and Red gets parried in the corner. Opportunity for Iron Kit to get himself back into this.
And a couple flurries of blows out of Iron Kit, getting a nice bit of damage there, and a throw. This is exactly the thing that Ed likes to do. He likes to sit at that medium range and harass with those buttons that are hard to punish, and Red is gonna sit all the way back and get that Denshin instead.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot out of him, especially in the first round. Really trying to take advantage of those buffs. It used to be a situation where you didn't see a lot of it, where it wasn't worth Ryu sacrificing Oki pretty much ever to get it. But suddenly that has completely changed, and it gives these Ryu players, oh no, the shimmy was so good, but he whiffed. It doesn't matter though, we cleaned it up.
Yeah, both players playing on the razor's edge right there. So many punishes gone unpunished there, and Red coming out on top, and a nice drive reversal gonna give him a little bit of space here. Iron Kit losing the tug of war now.
I just noticed the JoJo's Bizarre FGC tag in the corner from Iron Knit. Is Ed secretly a JoJo character? And this outfit is certainly dressed like one.
Yo, sticky fingers. He's got that get over here, man. Not at all what Sticky Fingers does, but
Maybe
man, here is a CA.
A Hunter x Hunter character with that bubble gum.
Yes, that's right. Bungie Gami. Man, Bungie punch. Red waking up DI. Perhaps wake up drive reverse. It's hard to tell these days. You can kind of just give players both options.
Red has pretty big meter advantage, but oh, as soon as I say it, that's so crucial for Iron Knit, able to shut that down before it gets started. Because with that much on the table, you get one jump in read, Iron Kit dies.
Yeah, but Iron Kit's Ed has been going in. You see that one combo that he ended with, he's been going for the nice little meaty or Oki afterwards instead of that second juggle most of the set. Here we have him with Red in the corner, low on drive though. The burnout is here and a DP is as well. Red is blocked.
That last second DP, barely able to get in there in time. Iron Knit just charging up, trying to get him to come in, which is fair. He's forcing Red to come to him and just stalling out this burnout. There's the jump in though. We talked about that Ryu damage. In this case, Red opting not to use it because he didn't want to burn out. Instead, gets the recharge, gets that Denshin going, and we are activating, but the whiff, giving Iron Knit another opportunity.
And a wake up drive reversal too. That was possibly not the answer that Iron Kit wanted to go for in that situation. Getting punished, and Red ends up taking the round.
I feel like after Red dropped that combo, things just got a little bit spaghetti from both sides where you're trying so hard to close it out. You get nervous, your fingers start moving a bit too fast on the buttons.
Right.
But, you know, Red desperately needed that win and managed to pull it off.
Yeah, but locking in Iron Kid, are we going to see the level 2? He can kill here if he wants to spend that level 1, or do we have meterless routes? Not quite.
I love the stretcher combos there as well. So flashy from Ed.
Stretcher, just walk him out. Just walk him out on the ball. I love that.
So like a walk the dog-esque situation.
That's right. Leash him back in. Oh, but nice wall Red putting up here and sitting comfortably in that green drive gauge situation.
Speaking of sitting comfortably, I really like the spacing that Iron Knit is playing at. Ooh, that was a nice little fake there.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You're either too close for Red to feel comfortable throwing out the fireball, or you too far away for it to not be easily counterable.
Yeah,
not in that awkward middle spot. And every time Red tries to come into it, gets caught out like that.
You're so right, and that is exactly why Iron Kit was able to get that hit at the end, that beautiful neutral jump of the fireball, right in that awkward space to throw them, allowing him to dash in and get that nice hit. Very clean. I love an Ed player. Is that... No, not 2. All right, we're going to...
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still going in. That is -5, but not quite close enough as Red.
The jump in, the Ryu classic. Look, he doesn't need it anymore, but he's still got those. If a Ryu player's jumping in on you, you're going to have a bad time.
Yes, a nice block. That is -6. Oh, plus... But no drive to counter DI, you're gonna get back thrown. Iron Kit not quite burned out himself. Very plus.
I could have sworn Iron Knit won too.
I thought so too, yeah. Isn't this game 3 or something?
Maybe they really like Street Fighter.
Yeah, I guess
I'll let it rock
in.
from my end. If they're gonna play it out, they're gonna play it out.
Yeah. But we call this the salty. I believe you're legally obligated 1 a day.
Yeah, that's your one time.
Oh, Red, you got... Whoa, was that a drop on purpose, or was that the swaggy? Brother.
Yeah, I feel like he could have extended, but going for a... That was a frame kill at first there. Kind of weird.
Our lobby might be set to 1st and 3. Don't worry about it.
No.
This is not tournament at this point. But can Red redeem his honor? He only has 1 chance. He has 2 rounds.
That feels so bad if you lose. And then you win the run back that's not actually legal and find out afterwards.
No, I could believe Red being the kind of player that would thrive on holy, but Jesus, that does so much damage now. I think that's a buff, right? The final hit? I don't know. Level 1 though, hitting like a truck. Iron Kit about to embarrass Red, even though they both agreed to the nefarious game 3.
That's 4 out of 7. Ooh, missed times there. That's bad from Iron Knit. Okay, we get the parries in the corner. Has done that a few times
what are
now.
You doing? Oh, crosscut. Overhead hitting.
I don't know about you, but ever since we've been playing Street Fighter 6, my crosscut percentage has gone way down.
I need Iron Kit to like drive rush forward fierce raw drive impact.
Or sometimes Red's just gonna jump in on you. Good call out from Iron Knit.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, nice.
Oh,
make up mash successful, but no super. You could have won. Red, what are you doing? Now you're back.
That's a pretty big drop. Oh, he's jumping. He's jumping. No pain.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
My man jumped 3 times, and as soon as the opponent follows, just activate the super.
Well, congratulations to Iron Knit for winning that set. 2-0. Congratulations on Iron Kit winning 2-0, and that 3rd game didn't matter at all. West Ham up next. Stoked to see that. Yo, You know, only in Season 2 could somebody get so drunk with power that they think that their Ryu is nice enough to deserve a first to 3 in round 1.
Man, you give him one set of buffs, and this is what he does with it. Man thinks he runs the whole game out here. That was fun, though. You get to see a couple little silly things there at the end. I love the pogo stick strats.
Yeah.
Get your opponent jumping. Sometimes it'd be like that. You see them jump, and you're like, oh yeah, that's a thing I can do.
And speaking of a thing that they can do, West Dance going to be doing that Superman punch. We'll see a different kind of forward fierce this time. West Dance versus Hooligan. Two very strong players. Wes, a regular, ooh, nice, regular Rainier Rushdown of his own. Hooli, more of a salon type. Hooli, a multi-character player by every measure. West Dance.
Yeah, the name Hooligan certainly makes me expect a certain character to come out. Kind of surprised to see the Ed.
Yo, and I love West Dance tricky with the little air flip at the end. Instead of going for that big damage, just going for that meaty low.
Space him out, throw out those flickers. This is another game with Ed spacing. It's so critical when you play Ed that you have to space him properly. And in this matchup, you're playing that flicker range right outside of the unreactable range from Maurice.
So true. It's like what you were talking about versus Ed versus Ryu, but in reverse now.
Yeah.
Like those fireballs are so much scarier to toss out. The reward of reading one from West Dance is so high. But
you can see
definitely,
Hooligan. Yeah, he doesn't want to deal with that. I mean, just stay over here.
He set up his wall, and he's found a nice time to go in here. Is he going to take the pressure? No, just backing off, just baiting some kind of meter, and drive impact. Don't you dare whiff in front of me.
Yeah, get him over here. Counter hit on that one. Okay, caught West swinging.
Yeah, a little bit of a perhaps hitch in the momentum there, but he's picking it back up. Hooligan, West in the corner. Just harassing with these stand medium kicks. Nice movement.
Ooh,
nice movement.
What a call
Hooligan.
out. Okay, Hooli. He didn't have to do that. That was kind of risky.
Man just chose the right option. What can you say? And here we go. West Dance, though, trying to make his rebuttal big. 2 punches. The low. Right,
Hooligan again. Jump out of the corner. No punish from West. A little bit too slow. And once again, getting grabbed. That is one weakness of grapplers. Sometimes you just get thrown in your own grab loops.
That's true. But this, big punch. And the super, that's going to do a lot. Not quite going to kill. But West Dance going to get really far out of this orange. Almost back to green here in this Brad situation. And the DP, he banks it all again.
Sometimes you got to throw it out. In this case, did not work. I respect the idea because if that hit, he's a genius. But West
Dance could have
Dance
changed everything.
Yeah, West Dance was ready for it.
Yeah.
And overcame that first round where Hooli looked so dominant.
Oh, where are you going? I asked myself every day, and Hooligan getting asked right now, but too many questions and no answer to the DI. You are dead, and that is a perfect.
What a statement. Not only taking that pretty close round in the last one, but now West with a perfect. Every single round has been a little bit stronger. Finally, Hooli back on the board, getting that advantage state started, but can you keep it this time?
You have to wonder if that wasn't the oops I was shook round. After that round that Hooli definitely felt like he should have won in the last game. So this is the rubber round. Let's see if he can really swing and make this comeback.
You just bounce back from it. Double jump. Again, Hooli very willing to jump in Maurice's face and has been getting away with it so far.
But what is getting away with is West Dance and these Superman punches. All of these are just getting in, and Hooli with no real answer yet. Nice mash. This could be the guess. It is.
Good night.
Boom.
Yeah, there's definitely some things that we can see here from both sides. Opportunities for adaptation. But unfortunately, it's best 2 out of 3. No 3 out of 5s, 4 out of 7s out here. So you got to hold that on loser's side and hope you make the comeback.
Yeah. Yeah, and those comebacks are pretty hard to make when, you know, your opponent's got that nice armor wall. They're setting up. The fireballs just aren't coming out or not really working. And that was so due to the great play from West Dance, I believe. But both players putting on a really, really clean show. And we're going to be getting more Akuma. The Akuma, of
Oh,
course,
I
right?
can't tell which one it is because there's two Akumas up here.
Yeah. Now tell me, what is your preferred Akuma skin? We got the 3 outfits.
I like the default, honestly. I feel like they hit it right on the head. Some of the other ones, he looks a little weird, like his stomach's a bit bloated. I don't know. I feel like they got it right the first time, and then they overcooked it a bit.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm a big fan of this being like the second take, the second draft on the Street Fighter V Lion aesthetic.
Okay.
I mean, of course, the classic is just godlike.
Yeah, it's hard to go wrong with a classic.
The classic is godlike with the red, but holy cow, dude! The new one with the old white with some streaks of red. Oh man,
It's pretty sick.
He looks so cool. He looks so
Yeah,
cool.
you can nitpick about your preferences on certain costumes in this game, but honestly, there's only one bad costume in this game.
Mm.
That's the Maximilian Doodoo Ken. But other than that, like every costume in this game is fantastic.
Oh man, we got the influencer hate. Let's go. Yo, you know what we could?
You can't tell me that
influencing,
doesn't look like Max.
It definitely does. It definitely, absolutely does. But like I was saying, speaking of influencers, something that y'all could be doing a little influencing on is, of course, Matcherino. Throw exclamation point Matcherino in the chat. You can add to the prize pool these guys are playing for tonight. It is a big one. We are not quite big enough to get the click rewards, but maybe one day. But man, it seems like in the meantime, we might be getting a match coming up here. Do I see Project Flap versus Young Matt Teen?
The old blood versus the new Luke, the cool new kid on the block. Perpetually, terminally top tier character up against the OG terminally top tier character. Both of these characters, I think, very strong in this patch as well.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm really curious to see what we're gonna get out of Young Matt Teen here. New York player. I believe last time they showed out, they I believe lost to D-Answer for second, and so definitely coming out to win tonight. And came with a Ken last time, I believe. So we might be switching characters here and there.
Yeah, this really is the Shoto patch, isn't it? All of the Shotos are good. What do you think Akuma gets out of those ropes on his forearms? That just doesn't feel practical.
Maybe it's warm.
Warm?
Or maybe it like wicks sweat.
Or like absorbs it or something?
Yeah, like if he's got like bicep sweat, it doesn't go down to his like palms. His palms stay dry.
You gotta make sure the grippers stay nice and dry so he doesn't lose out on those grabs.
That's why he's got the same ropes on his flip-flops down there. It just like whips the sweat from between his toes. This is true lore. Look it up on Buckler. Thank you. Anyway, now that we know all about... Oh, wow, you just smacked the button, and the super was there. Young Matt Teen could have pulled the trigger on the level 3, but didn't seem to think it was worth it. Not surely they thought it was worth it last time, or this time.
You got red.
That was just a mistake.
Didn't you read the tag? My man plays fighting games 24/7. He knows that's coming.
All right, Young Matt Teen kind of playing angry. Project Flap been playing unflappable up until now. Are we going to see a flap the defense? No, but we don't get a tech.
That defense was pretty crazy, but you missed one. Oh,
yeah, with the low crush, you know? With the low crush. If it works, it works. It would have beat throw too. But
offense is so strong in this patch. Right now, Project Flap's got his little bit of momentum, and again, he is punishing those knuckles left and right. Parry going the other way, swapping sides. First time in the corner for Young Matt. What can he do with it?
Oh, no combo off the overhead though, but Young Matt getting a little throw loopy here. But the low catches. We get the launcher, and we just get the nice side switch. Plus frames, punish, counter, throw. Keep doing it. One more will kill, but is that gonna reach now?
Nope.
Yeah.
You gotta hold that.
Yeah, I don't think that's like a change on that. I think he lost like fireball invincibility on that, but not speed not like travel speed. So that's not a season 2 thing. That just doesn't work.
Again, it's so easy to overuse that stand heavy kick as Akuma. Got ridiculous plus frames. If you hit that, you can just hit confirm into literally any move and get away with it.
But speaking of confirming a hit, Project Flap confirming that big-ass punch coming out of Young Matt Teen and getting a nice amount of damage for it.
One thing I'm noticing from Flap is he's very much prioritizing Oki over damage. We see a lot of those Tatsu into crouch heavy kick combos as opposed to finishing it out with the DP.
You're totally right. It's been working to make like his game so much more stable, but I'm wondering if the damage differential is going to come into play here.
Yeah, there is like a weird secret option C. On some of your more scaled combos, it actually makes sense to go from drive rush, crouching heavy punch, right into heavy Tatsu, and you get the best of both worlds.
But man, Young Matt Teen getting a lot of worlds himself. Boom! Sent into the corner. Project Flap gonna have to make a decision here. Oh. DI, not counter DI'd. A lot of parries though, a lot of risks being taken on offense and defense, and Young Matt Teen blocking this overhead, but Project Flap plus.
Yeah, not quite close enough there to confirm into the Tatsu
Plus.
either. What a
And save for DI!
Do you think that was supposed to be a fireball, that DP? Because that was crazy.
I kind of think that that might have been on purpose, but Project Flap gonna get hit here. Are we gonna see? No! But he's good for it. Project Flap has the DP at the very end.
He suddenly just started letting those things rip Beyblade style at the end.
Yeah.
So many DPs.
The light DP too, you know, you want it to be quick, but maybe you want it to hop over them if they hold forward or hold DI, you know?
Like the silver player strats loop back around to being good, because nobody expects it.
Yeah, it's good for some. Nice.
This time he goes
for the damage this time.
Because he's in the corner, so he still gets the Oki.
Right, and Young Matt Teen in burnout, pretty scary situation. Just raw. Wow.
That's
You
that
should die for that,
desperation.
right?
Look, I think he's dead because you've got the super. Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky to confirm that, but
I don't even think it needed to be that long. That was
Yeah.
pure madness out of Young Matt Teen. That wake up low forward straight into the level 3. You have to wonder if that was on purpose.
I think it was probably a desperation play. Like, it could have been a weird, like, fireball misinput. Sometimes if you start on the back, it's really easy to do that. But you're in a situation where if that hits, it gets you probably one hit away from taking the game, and your alternative is you hold the corner pressure from an Akuma with a level 3.
Yeah, I mean, Akuma, at that life, he might have just died. With no scaling, it's pretty hard to say. But, yeah, not gonna die here today, and coming out on top is, who is that? Flappy? No, yes.
Yeah,
Wait.
Flappy. Now we got, coming up next, speaking of which, Red versus Satubi.
Oh, brothers,
These guys are
teasing
getting
us
started.
all night, man. I just want to see this man play with the buffed character.
These guys got no patience. By the time I loaded into the match, they were already done round 1. That's crazy.
I mean, that might not be a stream match. They might be just playing in the lobby.
They're ready to go.
But,
Are we not streaming this? Let's see. Let me pull up the stream real quick.
Oh no, it looks like wait. Well, the stream is behind, so we just get to talk about how sick Matcherino is in the meantime, and watch how Iron Kit is coming up, probably to the stream setup next.
Yeah, we'll let those guys do their thing, but yeah, we got more Iron Kit coming up. I also see some Aki gameplay.
I want to see some Aki.
That would be sick.
Yo, AAA, another multi-character master. I know that dude's got a DJ and he's got a Rashid under his belt. I think I've seen his review.
And both of those characters.
Aki right now.
I know DJ's suffering a little bit in this this patch. Aki looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, is that thing
Aki
still on where you can vote for Aki and get drive tickets? Did you see
I don't
that?
know.
There's a thing in, it's like the Battle Hub somewhere. I haven't done it, but you're allowed to like vote for who you think, I don't know, the best character is or the coolest character, whatever it is. And if you just mash through it, it auto picks Aki. And the goal to get drive tickets is to pick whichever one ends up becoming the most popular at the end. So now everybody's just picking Aki because it got like super skewed towards her from people mashing buttons.
That's godlike. Yeah, the alphabetized naming wins again, you know?
Get you. The impatient gamers, I just want to get back on the fighting camp. But now we got the true raging demon, Modern
really
Akuma.
Yeah, right. But I see the stream. We're actually on Reddit Satupi now. So.
Oh, we are? Oh, I'm
Yo,
so
Air
lost.
Birdie Man playing the legend Modern Akuma, though. You're absolutely right. That's pretty sick. Okay, it looks like we're switching over.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and
So
so
yeah, no one-button demons, but you know, like two-button demons. We're getting there.
we were speculating last season, right? And I'm glad
Yeah.
that we finally made it to be able to see it. And very, very clean crouching heavy kick anti-air out of AAA right there.
See, just like the bait coming out from AAA, that was so good. Waiting it out, that's something that you get to do in the Fireball War now with Aki, because she's basically invincible when she teleports in on you like that. So you have to be so careful about when you throw out fireballs.
Speaking of careful, Air Birdie Man, you got to be careful jumping around this guy. He's got those modern reactions, and there's one right there.
Yeah, sure, you may get some scaling, but hey, damage is damage.
You're probably
Speaking of
dead right
scaling.
here. No, he doesn't want to spend the super. Air Birdie Man just saving it, getting the throw, moving into that next round with the extra cash.
Yeah, I think that's the right idea. He gets so much health there that, of course, there's always going to be a risk. But he was in a situation where there's more risk going into the next round down in resources.
Totally, right? Knowing that there's always more risk to have to tech that throw. In that
I like
situation. Ooh, Air Birdie Man with the fireball instead of the DP there. Maybe a bit of an input error, but no input error here. You are definitely dead this time.
Yes. No amount of scaling is going to save you from that one. You just got to hold this.
Man, this super's so cool. Perfect on top of it.
Yeah, they
And we
really
did-
put so much love into this character.
No kidding, right? We did the, what is it, 2 weeks ago, the Akuma release day bracket. Man, that was a fun one. I'm hoping maybe tonight will be honorable enough to let Air Birdie Man get a taunt off, but
Yeah?
you know.
How many people did that in that bracket?
I was actually gone for that. I'd have to look that up. But
Yeah, so
nice.
was I. I wanted to be a part of that so badly, but I was away. Ooh.
Two in a row. AAA just giving away another perfect. It's a lot of throw techs. He's worried about that throw, and I understand, but
There's a reason this man's
Another
legend
plan.
rank.
yeah.
AAA
first-
had
Sorry.
So AAA had some stuff going on in that first round, especially with, you know, that snake step, mixing things up, making it hard for Air Birdie Man to just play that comfortable game, but the adaptation has been next level.
That's so real. Yeah, and what can you really expect from the first legend rank on stream at a Rainier Rushdown? Very,
love to see
very
it.
exciting. And a
Ooh,
modern
okay,
no
it's
less, but
Stars.
AAA, yeah, right. We can get nice. We got the light kick confirmed now. That
Yes.
looks so clean.
Those new standing light kick confirms, because now it's not frame 5 anymore, it's frame 4, and that gives her so many new routes to work with.
But not enough roots to win that set right there.
Yeah,
And
unfortunately.
Air Birdie Man gonna be taking that.
It doesn't matter how many combo
Good one.
routes you got if they're going to reroute you to the loser's bracket.
There it is. Yes, sir. And I think next we're gonna be getting another legend rank on stream.
Ooh. Tell me about it. Who we got coming up?
Unless, no. Sorry, master rank player on
You're
stream.
getting too
Dr.
excited.
Danny Fan. You know, I got high expectations.
That's true. If nothing else, we get to see the grappler agenda coming back. Zangief, this is his time to shine. It may not be Green Hand, but I think he might have finally gotten enough to beat the low tier allegations this patch. What about you?
Yeah, man, I think he's gotten enough to feel like we're looking at master rank Danny Fam, and we can think of this as like a very limited period of time label, you know? That these buffs are definitely gonna carry him up pretty quickly.
I am ready for all of the
he was-
Reddit posts.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, he was there without them, so it's hard
True.
to knock it.
That's just really terrifying when you're up against people who, even when the character was considered arguably the worst in the game, he was still saucing on you. Now he's actually good, and you just have to deal with that.
And let's be honest, that character was pretty scary in the right hands already.
Yeah.
And so with these new tools, holy cow, this is going to be ridiculous. And we're going to see, I believe, Flappy coming in.
Okay.
Flappy was Flappy the Ed player?
Ooh,
Who was that again?
I thought Flappy was Akuma, actually.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, so that's going to be pretty exciting to see what, you know, new buffs do against new characters. I feel like that's the theme of the night.
It really is. It helps when half the bracket's playing Akuma. The storyline just kind of writes itself, because everybody's got their beef with him.
That's true. Yeah, where's Elena? Let's get somebody in here who doesn't have beef with Akuma.
Just
get
sell
rid of
some
her
fruit
healing.
with the guy.
Yeah.
I love that part of his lore, that he's very much only interested in fighting specific people and submarines, and will gladly just chill on the street and sell fruit to children and not be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, dude's got to get by somehow. He's not just like straight up evil. He's like, I'm hungry sometimes. Villainous, you know? He's like villainous in that like I would like to kill people sometimes, but not in that like I would steal food if I didn't need it.
Flap on the Luke, okay.
Interesting. Moral dilemmas, but no moral dilemma here. Project Flap coming out with the Luke. And Danny Fam in drive burnout already. +6, my goodness.
This is
safe.
Ooh, okay. I was about to talk about his. This is that bad situation that Zangiefs find themselves in. But, you know, that's the bonus side. You jab out of the corner, get an SPD, and it's your round to go.
Yeah, one jump, one missed DP, and Danny Fam getting juggled into the corner, but could we see a repeat of the same thing?
Luke is pretty strong in the corner, especially with that sandblast pressure. If he can stay out of range of that SPD, which he does not, it is very hard for Zangief to get it.
And we haven't seen a lot of parries out of Project Flap either, so a lot of this drive meter is going away, and we're going to see a burnout right here. Boom!
Yeah, that reaction was nasty from Danny.
Yeah, no fireball today, and that is absolutely good night. Let's see it.
I love these new combo routes. He needed it so badly. Straight into the chops.
Yeah, and the damage you see is gonna do a grip. Didn't even need the super to end that round, and going into the next one. Again, Project Flap just starting these engagements early, and Danny coming out of it the victor every time. Boom.
So many SPDs. I think Danny's realized that Flap likes to hold down back a little bit too much.
Oh, no. Perhaps thinking a little bit too much about his drive meter. You can't worry about burnout when you're getting SPD'd to death. Danny Fam, but here's the nice uppercut.
I see why this man calls himself the Geef God over there. This is too much for Flap right now. He's really got to figure out how to hold this corner. He's so good at getting Danny there, it's just he can't keep him in this spot.
Sensing some digging deep in progress, Project Flap needs to finish this off. This has been the hard part this whole round. This final hit. There's no way. Project Flap has to be thinking about it. There's no way that Danny Fam can be clawing it back once again. But Project Flap with all of the advantage here.
Okay, that's a start.
Oh, pretty scary, but now the drive disadvantage, and Danny, whoa, the white life is gonna be a play, but Project Flap getting hit. You're not dead, but CA damage is going to freaking hurt.
He spent it going in raw, so confident that Flap was going to spend meter there, and now you're also burnt out. Has level 3 though.
Huge tech, one jump kills Flap. One SPD
Or
does
one
as well.
SPD.
Not
No,
quite.
no, he's alive.
Chip. You have to chip him somehow. There it is. If you were crouching, you would have lived, I think. No, I think the close hit hits crouching.
Wow. And Danny finds a way through. That was kind of nasty at the end. I'll give it up. Good stuff to Danny.
They say don't block the grappler. They told me don't block the grappler. I thought it was because of the throw.
That was nuts. Yeah, good awareness from Danny to realize I just need to get this chip out. Very clearly not in a situation where he was like trying to hit confirm and got a little bit too excited. That was measured, calculated use of the lariat and able to take what looked like an impossible comeback.
Yeah, it's so very clean. And that, again, is kind of what you expect out of our first seed tonight, you know?
Yeah.
It's going to be probably him. I think we're looking at a very likely Danny Fam versus Air Birdie Man winners finals, at least. And I'm really excited to see, you know, Buffed Geef versus Modern.
Yeah.
You know, that's an improved version of the narrative that we've been pushing. So, you know, big fun there for sure.
Just looking at the chat, the first two things I see are Akuma OP and Geef top 5. There's anything more to be said about how this bracket is going so far. So exciting to see just the shakeup of the meta, all these things where we can even theorize like who's good, who's bad now after having a year of pretty much the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what a great matchup. So many great events coming up these days. Can you tell us real quick what kind of stuff we got coming up in the near future here?
And if I were totally honest with you, I would have to admit that I'm still looking for the stream notes because the one that I have is definitely outdated.
I know one's coming up in just a couple days. We got Evergreen Rising, right?
Oh, we're on Scythe. Alright, it looks like we might be in a match right now. Alright, we're watching Scythe versus Zero Loyalty already. Looks like Scythe is up a game. And there we go. Yeah. ZL Zero Loyalty, Rainier Rushdown, TO Extraordinaire. We have many, he is one of them. And Scythe, as we saw earlier, that devastating wall of booms and flashes, and not quite flashing or booming Zero Loyalty into this corner, but certainly forcing him into a situation that he does not want to contend with. And a nice confirm is going to clean up this first round. This first game, this second game. There it is. We did it.
Yeah, a nice little quick one there. Yeah, keep things exciting for people. It's always cool to see some flashy Guile combos, you know? We don't see enough of those.
Alright, somebody hit me with the events thing. With the events link.
What do we got coming up?
Let's find it.
I'm just gonna pull up some Discord servers and start scrolling. That's the strat.
That really is the strat right now, isn't it? Let's see. I mean, certainly tournaments are all around. We got the Salon bracket coming up this Friday. The usual, what is it? The $500, $400 prize pot every Friday at the Salon downtown. You can check.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you think that's crazy? Let me tell you about Saturday.
What we got Saturday?
Well, Saturday is the Salon monthly.
Ooh.
That's a $1,000 pot bonus. What a crazy thought! And would you believe me if I told you that was free to enter as well?
Wild.
Yeah. So check down below me at this little QR code. We love the QR code. It's still here. It sends to the Seattle Street Fighter Discord, where you can find all of the information that you need on these upcoming tournaments or the location of the Salon. But that is not all. We also have, Shadowloo Tuesday coming up every Tuesday. It's our online casuals event. Just get in the server, get in voice. We just hop in a server. 4242 is always the password, and it's a good time. Just meet some people, play some games, and we can all get stronger together.
Yeah, I love casual brackets like that. It's so easy to get into the headspace of, I'm going to a tournament to win, to be the best. That's all that matters. And then you get burnt out, you get frustrated, whatever it is. You forget that the whole point that we're doing this is to just have fun, hang out with a great community, get better at the game, and have that sense of accomplishment. So when you have these low impact brackets where you're just kind of hanging out, having a good time, it can really, bolster that sense of community that you have.
Okay.
Looks
And
like we're getting into
with
it.
that, yeah, I think we have a match on deck. We're gonna be seeing Dylan versus Birdie Man. This is a big like contender one, right? Because Dylan obviously one of the heroes of the salon, or villains if you don't
Depends whose
like
side
getting
you're on.
asked where you're going. But
My lady got directions.
she knows where she wants to go. I'll tell you what. And Air Birdie Man knows exactly where they want to go with their fingers, the forward and special, doing that pretty clean DP every time. We're going to be seeing how that is going to come out. Obviously going to make our Superman punches out of Dylan R a lot scarier, these jumps a lot scarier.
Yeah, having that threat of the modern reactions really makes you think long and hard about when am I going to commit to hard read options, right? You can't just jump in for free and hope that they're slow on their DPs. Speaking of DPs, that might not have been the best time for Air Birdie Man to throw one out because you have to hold all of that damage.
Oh no, I think he missed the meaty that would have chipped. Well, invincible. Now it's not so close. The chip was right there, but Air Birdie Man gonna be able to DP the Superman punch attempt to claim it. Oh my gosh. From the jaws of defeat.
It was exactly what you were talking about right at the onset of the set. Those Superman punches become so much more risky, even in those chip situations.
So scary, right? The DP on a hair trigger, and with it, these super duper fast fireballs, it makes the jump so much more necessary, but so much more risky. And Dylan just taking these risks, and Air Birdie Man himself too. Yo, big jump.
I love that close range teleport into command grab. I use that all the time when I'm on Akuma.
It's sneaky. It hits me, I'll tell you.
Like, it's technically reactable, but it's right in that range with like drive impacts, where if you're not ready for it, speaking of not being ready for it, that's 2 for 2 for Birdie Man.
Yeah, that's super. You said 2 buttons, that's right. Dylan R sitting in a scary situation, low on that drive, low on that help. One guess could do it, and here's the guess.
You guessed wrong. Take those heavy kick punishes into the OD for bonus damage.
OD Tatsu is so sick in this game.
It really is. That was so unnecessary too. He just decided to pull it out for the swag.
Hey, maybe it's the auto combo. Maybe it just does that.
Oh, true. That's a good point. Just make it easy. Mash buttons.
Oh no!
There it is.
He lost Demon Invincibility and Demon Flip Throw for that, and man, does it look good.
Yes, it does. That's worth it right there, just for the... Why? Why does that keep happening?
Wing and a miss. Yeah, Dylan, though, still sitting on a very small amount of drive and nice evasion, but not quite enough. Air Birdie Man in a scary situation. Not the first comeback he's made this set. Can he evade another chip? No.
He did.
A chip perhaps, but not a splat.
I feel like Birdie Man is a little bit too loosey-goosey with those DPs. Sometimes it works out really well. We saw it earlier where he threw out like 4 in a row in neutral and they just kept hitting. But other times when you get it wrong, you get full comboed. And against a character like Marisa, that's 3/4 of your health.
Nice confirm off the light though, but I think we might be seeing a little bit of that stability coming back. Air Birdie Man shoring things up, but no DP there. Dylan catching low. One more mix, gonna take the overhead. No, the low's gonna hit. Huge scaling. Whoa, that is weird.
Yeah, that was a weird drop there.
Yeah, it looked like that might have been a light DP attempt after the light Tatsu, but that doesn't really seem like a modern problem. Maybe a frame kill gone awry.
Why you would go for that? Because you can combo into heavy DP. So like.
Yeah, very strange happenings. Gonna net Dylan the second game though. Air Birdie Man opening with a nice anti-air, but we have to still see.
Trying to mix up with that air fireball, but Dylan's defense has been so solid against these weird mix-ups, and the timing as well on the jump in. That's what we were talking about. You have to be very calculated about when to use those, and that was a correct calculation from Dylan.
No, but a correct calculation is this punish counter out of Air Birdie Man, and the fireballs are out. He knows that it's time to get this zoning happening.
Crouch medium kick going. I like the air fireball. Not able to combo off of it. Doesn't matter though. This time we do drop, or do get our DPs rather. Resets with the grab. One more guess and just jab them out.
Yeah. So scary. The little bit of the hezzy on the first one, still gonna frame trap any tech attempt, any mash attempt. Dylan had to super, and he did not want to.
Dylan keeps going for those jump-ins, and I get it that the reward's high, but he's getting hit a lot for it. But at the same time, I have to say, Dylan is not taking a lot of damage for getting DP'd out of the air, so the risk-reward really might not be that bad.
Burning out Air Birdie Man. Doesn't really matter. Oh no, he's not going to go for the super. Can we see? The burnout might have been one step too far. Dylan are getting an opportunity here to make a comeback. Big tech.
This is
any
a
touch, but that, I don't. Yeah, okay.
That hits.
I guess it does. I guess it's like a DP type hit.
I mean, sometimes you just have, like, I think of Luke as the classic of this. You just have really big vertical hitboxes on some supers, and that may be one of them. I haven't looked at the visualization.
It's like, it makes me think of his Street Fighter V is the pillar, obviously, and I've definitely been reaction anti-aired by that super a time or two in Street Fighter V, but that's not, I mean, he's doing the pillar. That's like the thing I love about that super, is he's doing the pillar, but no pillar happens because he does it on your freaking face.
My man's adapting. He doesn't need that pillar anymore. It's holding him back.
But the anti-air did full animation, so did he just like freaking scoop him? I guess. That is also part of the animation, but in any case, Dylan are going to be falling to Air Birdie Man. Air Birdie Man going to be moving on to winner's side top 4. Very exciting.
Already up to top 4. This bracket is flying.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So yeah, looking at this bracket, just to catch everybody up, we've got Dr. Danny Fam and Big Mac Combo 98 up to winners semis on one side of the bracket. The other side of the bracket, we got Scythe waiting to battle either Dylan or Air Birdie Man.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Air Birdie Man.
Oh,
right,
so. You're right. Man, I'm already forgetting. Too many matches to keep track of.
Yeah, it's true. This is a big bracket for us, and a big game up next. We're gonna be seeing Red versus Mr. Bono. Finally, we get some more of the Red on the screen. Maybe a little bit less wild this time. Let's hope. It is all about Shoryukens, though. He says on screen, so we'll see how it goes. Ooh, and there's one.
It's not a great start to that fireball war.
Brother.
Getting a little bit too antsy. Okay, parry on that's going to get you a lot of damage to get back into this, but with this scaling, it's actually mostly corner carry off of the combo route he went for.
Oh, but a nice jump, gonna clip that crouch medium kick. Going for these, what are you thinking a Guile's gonna be doing standing? But Red clipped by the EX fireball.
I mean, sometimes when a Guile is standing, he's secretly making it look like he doesn't have charge because he's in some sort of end lag, and then you just get boomed or flash kicked anyway. And it feels so bad.
Fighting his way in though, Red. And there's the DI, close enough to get the splat. Nice awareness, and just gonna tag that small amount of damage. Very meaty overhead.
Yeah, it doesn't get too much off of the overhead. I like the idea. Does get the jump in though, goes for the Tatsu, pulls out the super as well, putting on so much pressure in the corner, and even that crouch medium kick is not gonna be enough to get you out, and great DP to reset.
Caught low, but not a lot of damage past that.
Crush.
Confirm into the super. Both players just cashing out those level 1s this round. Really know that it's going to mean so much not to bring this to one final round after this. Master Bono.
Using that super that got Mr. Bono back into that neutral situation at mid-screen was so important. However, Red was able to find a way through.
Yeah, Red doing such a good job of watching the charge. You see these jumps coming out at very awkward times. Mr. Bono being forced to throw out these crouch heavy punches, and Guiles do not like to use that button if they don't have to. Nice defense though. Red very close to burnout here.
Stand medium kick. Great anti-air option for
punish!
Guile at that mid-range. Okay, reset.
Me.
Take a deep breath. We're still in this.
Oh no, they're shaking hands. And finally, Mr. Bono pulling the ripcord. Red with a nice little life lead, but so much drive meter. Mr. Bono just chilling over there. There's the flash kick.
Slow it down with the boom.
One more.
That's all you can do if you're Bono. You got a very clear win condition. You have the burnout, just has to make it count. Trying to fake out there, but Red not giving it to him, just playing this solid defense and pulls the trigger on the super.
Though.
I think that's fine, because now you're out of burnout.
Yeah, you can only take maybe one, maybe two more flash kicks at this point, though. Very scary. Boom! Huge DI, betting the farm, and the super absolutely is enough.
Wow. He found the way through. That looked so hard for Red to get out of, but he found the answer.
I mean, it's Guile, right? Those discs, it's such a relatively low risk special that you sometimes forget that if they just send it, it can be exploded by that drive impact. And Mr. Bono already super low on that drive meter. Red doing a really good job of playing this tug of war.
Oh,
the escape. And the little shimmy with the donkey kick. Okay.
That's rough for Bono. Decided to do the cross up, maybe trying to go for a grab, a little tomahawk play there, but it didn't end up working out for him. And when that happens, now suddenly you're stuck in the corner.
Oh, just catching the sweep early. Mr. Bono already in a situation with the jump. Yeah, not quite timing that DI to be airtight for another jump. Red gonna go down that round.
I love the double jump. No one's ever ready for it at this level of play. Unless you play Ryu, of course.
Oh, nice cross cut. Yeah, that button is actually worth using now, so now you can actually plan for people to be jumping it. Ooh, too many hits. Oh, and
just
too
to break through that
jumps,
DI.
man.
Parry doesn't want to have to deal with a high-low on that drive rush. Good utilization there because Guile kind of struggles to get in and get that grab with the amount of distance that he covers.
Red, though, great reversal of situations. Oh, no, but throwing out of the corner. Mr. Bono, though, still in that 1 to 2 gauge area of his drive. Disc is out. The wall is up. The throw is not good. And Mr. Bono has to guess here. He doesn't DI in time.
And Red, once again, finds his way through that wall you were talking about. Bono's really good at setting it up, but Red is tearing it down.
Little confirm off the... Whoa! Speaking of confirms, he just goes straight punish counter heavy kick into level 3. This is going to do a grip. Red down a hefty amount of both drive and health. Going to ask for a miracle to make this comeback here. Cannot take another flash kick. Cannot take another EX boom.
So bad spacing it back. I'm not sure. I guess Bono was trying to keep his charge there probably with the Sobat. Just try to force Red to come in. But now we're in a situation. He may have Denshin, but he does not have the HP, so he has to be perfect, and Bono is ready.
Man, and did you see Red with the perfect parry EX Fireball to finally get in at the end? He was doing all that he could, but the DI was there. Great counterplay from Mr. Bono. Red gonna be taking this though. Being taken rather to game 3. These two players going the distance. Oh.
That's not safe, my guy. Guile has so many moves like that. You were talking about it earlier with the booms. The same thing is true with a lot of his normals that he likes to throw out. They are not cancelable, but the same thing goes both ways sometimes. And now Red getting a taste of his own medicine. Great confirm into the super.
Gotta watch out when you're in that burnout situation. Red taking a lot of straight damage, going to wake up. This should hit though. Nice. Very clean decision. The damage is absolutely enough. And gonna be going up this swing round in the final game. Very important, but a nice counter hit confirm out of Mr. Bono means that these players are not done.
Every time I think Red is counted out of that round, finds a way through that zone-breaking ability, tearing down the wall. It goes so far in those late rounds when you see Bono getting into that comfort state.
Yeah, but you see, we got a little comfort going on. Nice tech. and the jump is gonna be good. Just gonna take that little meaty situation. Oh no, with the counter hit.
That was kind of clean.
Yeah. Plus frames after the overhead hitting, and then a nice little advancing knee. Gonna catch that round, and Red gonna take a lot of damage here. No level 3 spent.
Very
Nice.
interesting as well. Bono opting to immediately burn out in this final round. Of course, does have the opportunity to, you know, space out with those booms against Ryu specifically, so it's not so bad.
But
My
man,
goodness, is
speaking
it
of
working?
bad, this is going to be bad. Mr. Bono out of burnout and a lot of damage on Red. He really needs another miracle. Cannot take a single flash kick. Again, a single EX boom. But
Facing,
if
right?
he
He's
gets
trying to
in-
sit. Ooh, great punish. He's trying to sit right in that range where he can't get DI'd out of the boom. As long as you don't get DI'd, you can recover on the jump in.
Yeah. Yeah, very scary situation. There was no option that wasn't a massive risk. And Mr. Bono just sitting in a very comfortable situation. All the drive. Just got to sit back and throw that EX boom when it seemed right.
Oh, we got my hero coming in. Biscuit.
Ooh.
Let's go. I believe in Biscuit. We are on loser's side for this round.
Yeah, and this is going to be loser's side. This is still going to be first to 2. But I'm very excited to see what these two players have to show for us. The first Ken we've seen in bracket and the first Manon we've seen in bracket.
Wild that this is the first Ken we've seen.
I know,
Times have
right?
changed.
It's it's Akuma season now, baby.
Yeah, everybody wants an excuse not to play this character anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
poor
he's still
Ken.
really good.
Poor Ken, an endangered species out here, and Integra just playing that Ken game. You know
Give it a
he
month,
loves
he'll
to
be back.
move. He loves to throw those punches out. And Biscuit, though, one of those players that loves to thrive on players doing that. And oof, big damage here. Gonna take that medal. And big damage. Silly me. We're talking about
need
Manon
those medals from the
one
way this
medal.
is going. Yo, I've always heard it said if you lose to a Manon round 1, you're in big trouble.
Uh-oh.
Because that's when she doesn't have the medals.
Now, what do we say about Integra here? Biscuit sitting on 2 medals and a round. But the heavy
We
punch
say standing
is
heavy
good.
punch.
Integra loves that. Throw out the heavy punch and then just see if they'll try and whiff punish the heavy punch. Just toss it out again. You know, it might clip that jab. And speaking of clipping things, Huge Biscuit getting clipped a lot on defense here. Integra making a lot of correct reads. But
Okay,
no.
we're getting those medals though.
Uh-oh.
Yo, sometimes that is something you get to play as Manon. If you're in a position in a round where you're like, I'm probably not winning this one, as long as you have more rounds in the back pocket, you can just go into medal farming mode.
Oh, reading the DP there, Biscuit very plus after that knockdown drive rush. But getting thrown, Integra with the right read, perhaps going to be picking up this game here, this first game here.
Got 3 medals online. Okay, going for damage on these combos. And now getting one more. 4 medals. Gotta be really careful, Integra.
Okay, but 3 sequences is all he's able to get. Biscuit already starting. Nice. No counter hit confirmed, though, and the DI is absolutely going to be good.
The classic.
See.
You're buffering the drive rush. You see that green coming out. You match it with some of your own. And then you spend that level 3.
Yeah, let's see what 4 medals gives this damage. All right, pretty respectable. Nice parry, though.
Okay.
Oh, no, no
Ooh, drops it.
confirm. Oh,
And
man,
the overhead,
Integra.
nothing coming off of it either. A little scrambly from Integra.
Ah, no DP. Oh,
We're
there
safe
it
on the
is.
cross
Yeah,
up, though. But Manon in your face, not something you want to have to deal with.
It was a situation of Integra not really knowing what to do once the situation went awry. You know, they had that hit, they had the drop, and then it was just all scrambles. Biscuit able to take advantage, but taking advantage of this one is a nice parry out of Integra.
Does go for the side switch there. Gets grabbed. 3 medals already online. Does not get another one. Instead, Integra the one to get the grab there. The anti-grappler meta coming out. But one more for your troubles. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man, I mean, we see the damage differential. Like, how risky was it truly for Biscuit to take that throw? And Integra just taking so much damage every other time. Oh, but the overhead plus 3, it's gonna be scary. Huge Biscuit getting opened up a little bit here now.
Now, of course, standing heavy punch is a staple tool of Ken players, but I feel like Integra is doing a particularly good job of using that button.
No, do we have a block? No, it's gonna hit. Integra though, sitting on a nice amount of health. And the DP not quite gonna kill.
That's a big expenditure of resources.
Oh, no block. The downtown double low. And nice, the confirm into the light kick into that slam. Not quite enough.
Damage.
One
For the
more
first time, we
low.
got 5 medals online.
One
This
more
is looking
overhead.
scary for Integra.
You can't give him the opportunity to chip. Integra burning themselves out and then forcing themselves into a situation where mashing was the only answer and then not matching invincible stuff.
I feel like Integra got a little bit too antsy there. Felt the need, the pressure from Biscuit to where they even had to throw out an option like that. We've seen that a couple times in this bracket tonight. Sometimes you get into situations where you feel like, I am not going to win this neutral interaction straight up. I need to pull out something stupid and just hope that I win. And that has not worked well for most people.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a scary place to be against Biscuit. Biscuit's a player that definitely thrives against an opponent who is on their heels, if you know what I'm saying. And actually, I'm noticing in bracket, that leads Biscuit into the Salon Classic. Of course, the Dylan versus Biscuit, Dylan R versus Biscuit. But that's not what we're going to be seeing right now. What we're going to be seeing is some more
spicy
Danny Phantom. I mean, Danny Pham versus that Big Mac Combos 98.
Yeah, both of these players have been on a tear this entire bracket. Between them, only a single game has been dropped all day. I won't say whose it is. Y'all have to exclamation point bracket if you want the T on that one.
Oh,
also,
dear.
speaking of which, if you want to support these players, of course, utilize that exclamation point Matcherino in the chat. Help these guys get a little bit more bang for their theoretical buck out here.
Oh, snap. I see a $10 bounty on Biscuit, too. Yo, add that $10 to the match.
Yeah, add it to the Matcherino.
Give everybody that bounty, you know? Let's see. Give it to the winner. The winner might be one of these two folks here. And a nice little Eve versus Ryu. The classic Fireball versus Get In Man.
This is a matchup almost as old as Street Fighter itself. The OG World Warriors doing absolute damage in this round one.
Nice, and I like that little sneaky. I don't know if the confirm off of the light kick hit would have killed there, so Danny just going for the reset into SPD to end that first round. And nice! No fireball for you.
That's the second time in 2 sets on stream that Danny has pulled that out. Clearly a staple reaction option. If you got it, flaunt it. And Danny has got it. That move's safer now. My man didn't read the patch notes and you're gonna pay for it.
You thought you could punish that move. He's ready with the light kick.
Those patch notes go crazy.
And then he SPDs off of it. Oh my goodness. Big Mac being asked a lot here. Absolute guard that's not in this game.
No wonder Zangief grew so big and strong, because he is eating good on this patch. Of course, same thing true for Ryu, but the way Danny's going right now, you wouldn't even know it. Has been so in control. Okay, you gotta hold that though.
Oh no, yeah, the Big Mac though, the beef is finally coming out. Can Danny handle the meat? Uh-oh. Here's a spin.
Yeah, both of these players.
Oh, but a huge whiff punish. That's definitely gonna kill.
And that little bit of donkey kick bonus damage, just in case, that also got buffed.
Alright.
Ooh, little tick grab. I like it. I like it. Now we go in again. Now, one thing that's difficult for Zangief when he runs in with those drive rushes that a lot of people are still pretty good at covering because it hasn't really changed, is it's difficult for him to drive rush in and hit you with an overhead or the command grab. He mostly pokes you out with that crouching kick.
That's right.
Ooh, nice hit. I don't think that was a hit confirmed.
Yeah, gonna be a little 2+ that time.
That's
Can you kill off that? No. Oh yeah, wait.
Yeah,
I think that is enough.
I think it kills. He's a thick boy, but I don't know if he's that thick.
Pop, pop. Yeah, there it is. Very clean. I love I forgot that he had that light DP at the end, but once he snagged that little light DP into that level 3, it was sure enough. And Big Mac, wow, taking, what is that? Is that game 1? Or is that, no, that's ones, excuse me. All right, but it is best of 3, winners semifinals. So this is, I don't know, we might be seeing proof that this will go the distance. Nice spacing is Big Mac, but a big jump out of Danny fam.
Drops the combo, does get the burnout though, which is not huge in this matchup, especially when you're burned out yourself. This is actually now pretty bad because Big Mac has all the opportunity to space back, but he doesn't need it. Great shimmy, and now this is looking rough.
Yeah, it's so scared of the chip, gonna wake up with the level 2, but it's so freaking slow. You're definitely dead.
I like the idea. But that does mean now you're going into this next round with no meter. Meanwhile, Big Mac has those 2 bars, has that extra game, and he has that Denshin charge.
Yeah, man, he has that anti-air reaction too. My goodness. Big Mac looking real clean, but a big long-range punish. Not gonna get the reset that Danny wants though. But he is jumping these light kick drive rushes now. Let's see if Danny has a layer 2 plan.
But the lack of parries on a lot of those forward advancing pressure options from Big Mac meant that Danny burnt out pretty quickly. Another little shimmy there, getting Danny to swing. I think Big Mac has recognized some patterns in these corner pressure scenarios, and that's gonna be one more.
Yo, why did Ryu overhead not get armored by Heavy Punch right there? That was super weird.
He needs it.
Ryu! Wait, does he know? Perhaps he doesn't know, or was that... It hits low. The overhead hits low, yes.
Oh, cheeky, okay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's first to 3. Wait, but Scythe and Air Birdie, man. Yeah, no, come on, Danny, that's not it quite yet. Unless...
I think that was only top 8, right?
In any case, what we can tell the people is that we might have a small break between Scythe Birdie and our losers round 5 matches at a certain point. But
I think we're good for now. That was top 8.
Yeah, I guess that was just chilling. So we're just going straight into Scythe Birdie Man here. And first to 3 for top 4. Oh, excuse me, not top 8. All right. And finally, yes, Scythe been quite the formidable wall tonight. But Air Birdie Man been quite the formidable, unstoppable force. We'll see who relents at the end of this set.
Yeah, I like that term, the wall. I feel like that's underutilized as an archetype, and Guile is the OG wall. He doesn't back up a whole lot. Of course, he likes his spacing, but his whole goal is to make you jump in just like that and just stuff you out over and over.
Ooh,
nah, that's reactable.
Yeah, and I'm loving Scythe's use of these flash kicks, even just through the air fireball. Doesn't even worry if they're going to trade, because the trade is so much less pressure than Air Birdie Man wanted, and a successful means the world.
Wait, is Danny in the chat saying that the controller is broken?
Oh no.
Oh,
Danny's controller broke.
You hate to see it.
Congratulations to Air Birdie Man on winning Season 1, Episode 1 of Rainier Rushdown. No.
Hey, not if Scythe has anything to say about it. You better hold up.
You're so right. Scythe with a clean combo.
That was tight. Look, as a Guile player, I respect that. I can't do that combo.
I love a super cancelable standing roundhouse out of Scythe. Give it to DJ. Give me a super cancelable.
Okay. Trade deal.
Trade deal. I get the nerfs that he got.
I get an invincible crouching heavy punch. Deal?
Ooh, I like the way you're thinking.
I'm trying to help the Knuckle do agenda.
Oh, for
Guile. Yeah, give it to him. He needs it.
What a scary place we would live in. But, it's not looking like Scythe really needs it. This wall
does
is
not.
absolutely cooking. If walls could, if walls could cook, this wall is cooking.
That was such a great use of the OD. Scythe knew when that fireball was coming and forces out the parry from Birdie Man as well. He almost got 50-50'd on the side swap there.
My goodness.
Oh,
it's
but
like
sometimes.
so much of the damage that Air Birdie Man is getting is off of these errant light confirms into DP, and every other minute of the match, Scythe is just wearing him away.
This fireball war is actually crazy. The decision making from both players, when to pull out those blades, when for Birdie Man to use those charged fireballs.
Oh, no. No demon today.
I love this matchup.
No. Air Birdie Man did get that nice awkward angle on that jump earlier though. Scythe a little hesitant to go for this down charge all of a sudden. Uh-oh, but it's back, but too much defense can be a problem too. Air Birdie Man finding the answers he needs and opening up Scythe to end that round. What a turnaround. Just that one jump that didn't get flash kicked, and Scythe was shook. Air Birdie Man able to go the mile. Here we go.
Sometimes that's really all it takes. You get jumped in at once as Guile, especially if your opponent can put you in the corner, and you've got that wake up flash kick, but you're still Guile up close, and your buttons are not built for that.
Yeah, down back is nice if they're jumping, but if they just walk at you, and ooh lord, Akuma got that walk speed. Oh, but does he have these throw techs? Air Birdie Man in a scary spot. Still. Oh, no flash kick there, but the double dash is definitely getting decked. Dude, Scythe taking that second round.
Space here, Scythe being so careful.
Oh!
Okay, I like the DI. A little bit of timing from Birdie Man, just spaced enough to get away with that. Air fireball stall as well, get over those booms.
A little spooked. We saw a little tap parry out of Air Birdie Man in that situation. Maybe next time we'll see a counter DI. If we see it,
not again.
Nice. I love the walking forward to let the back jump ball Scythe onto the fireball. The shimmy, no confirm. You knew you wanted it. All of a sudden,
that open with the wake up charged fireball as well. This time Scythe is able to jump over, just holding on by a thread with this drive gauge. Meanwhile, Birdie Man has to throw out all these fireballs just to keep from getting chipped. But you know what? Manages to do so, and now that gauge is back.
Yo, it's fair, right? Because he needs to charge his fireball, so they're better. Wait a second, what is going on? Akuma is out fireballing the Fireball Man.
You know what happened? It's because Scythe lost his turn. He accidentally did a crouch heavy punch instead of a boom. And that was all it took for Birdie Man to get that slight tempo advantage. Put you into the corner, get that sweep, get that Oki, and jumps in with the cross up.
No, just going for the safe stuff. Scythe, another jump is good though. No, but too far.
And you got CA?
Wait, CA. No,
it's not gonna kill.
I don't.
Oh wait, this is Akuma. It might kill.
Wait. I mean, I don't think it kills, but surely the what?
The Akuma difference, that 9,000 health, just enough for Guile to be able to get the kill off the CA. Wow.
90%, 10% more damage than the average character, and CA 30% more damage. I don't think that's actually what it is. But
yo, who was that in the chat earlier? Let me scroll up. I need to find this. Someone said he has low health, so it's balanced. That's proof right there, whoever you were.
The classic, right? Man, what a set to, I believe, launch us into our top 4. So now we will be waiting on top 4 as we come into our next one. But before that, we're going to be getting into a nice little break. So stick around. We'll have some more great matches for y'all in a minute. Assuming we're not hot mic on P. we are back. Howdy, howdy.
Oh, are we live?
We are indeed.
Oh, well, in that case, welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. Welcome back to Top 4 of Rainier Rushdown Season 2, Part Number 1. We're in a new training arc here. We've already had some amazing matches, and we are ready to get into some more. I see some players starting to come up, ready to go for us. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I believe Mr. Bono just came off of a win against Iron Knit, which is a little bit sad to hear. Iron Knit, our Ed player, has gone out. Presumably. No. I'm getting words. But I see Mr. Bono.
So we're gonna have Iron Knit and Sam Boner on stream, is what I'm seeing.
I see. So we're starting at losers round 5. That's right.
Okay.
All right. So and then a little bit of an update. It looks like we saw a Dylan R versus Biscuit went 2-1 in Dylan R's favor, and Zero Loyalty versus West Dance, the Marissa Mirror, an additional 2-1 in West Dance's favor. So we're going to be getting the Marissa Mirror, Dylan R versus West Dance on that side of losers as well.
Also, one other very important update here. Danny has found another controller, which means still in the bracket on that loser's quarters position, ready to go. Definitely going to be trying to bring it back. But in the meantime, let's talk about these character choices we got coming up on this next one.
Yeah, let's talk about what? Rashid. That's not the character that we saw this player with earlier tonight.
Yeah, very interesting. It makes you wonder, what is it about the Guile matchup that makes you want to go Rashid?
Yeah, no wanting to do the Ed. I suppose the two-part fireball, right? Perhaps getting a little bit claustrophobic, but it's not like Rashid himself doesn't have a rather slow to start up fireball himself. So, but he does have that movement.
And you've got that classic Rashid thing, right? His corner pressure is, in my opinion, the best in the game. So if you can get Bono into the corner, then it's just a game of don't get flash kicked, and you win the game.
Yeah, and Bono hasn't exactly been like Scythe tonight in terms of that don't let them in. As we see Iron Knit just sort of steamrolling Mr. Bono in this corner here. The DI out of desperation, the flash kick out of desperation. Both players in burnout now, but just a nice YOLO slide.
Yeah, that was the thing about that flash kick. There comes a certain risk-reward point where if you've got the health to work with, sometimes you're okay with not covering the flash kick if it forces your opponent to burn out to get it. It's sort of a win-win.
Right, just setting up those slow burn checkmates, right?
Oh, it happened again!
And that's the buff!
We saw that on winner's side. Bono messed up one boom, accidentally did a crouching heavy punch, and that is all it takes for Iron Knit to get in, completely resetting the momentum in this game, and now you've got the burnout as well. There's nothing you can do about that.
Nice, just throwing that DI out after the target combo, or between the target combo overhead. There's another heavy punch boom. These booms are just not coming out for Mr. Bono, and neither is the block. Iron Knit, game 1, looking pretty clean.
And I saw a shimmy there as well. That has worked out really well for Iron Knit multiple times. I think 3 times already in that one game. Shimmied in the corner against Bono and got the punish on the throw attempts.
It's a lot to be given away, but who can say that it wasn't a reasonable thing to guess at? Man, Iron Kit getting flash hits here now.
Bono is again got a lot of health to work with. Let's see if Iron Knit is willing to burn out in the corner. I suspect gonna be trying to hold on to that little bit of gauge. Yeah, charge it up.
No, that's plus. That's not a combo though. No tech. Scary situation. Iron Knit low on drive. Mr. Bono could easily turn this around, and this is not gonna end it. This will though.
Very patient drive usage from Iron Knit. We saw him just waiting for those bars to creep past 2 before he spent 1 OD special, and then only using that overhead with the drive rush when he really needed it to close out the game.
Predictable, he says, though. Alright, now it's kind of Mr. Bono's turn. Mr. Bono, the more like aggressive-minded of our two Guiles here, for sure. Let's see what he can do with this nice amount of space. Nice punish counter. I love that punish counter confirm with the jab into the standing heavy punch. But Iron Kit with his own combos, his own
this is
pressure.
back and forth with the corner pressure. Both characters very good with their corner pressure. We were talking about how strong Rashid's is. Guile's maybe not be quite as top tier corner pressure, but it's still pretty threatening.
Oh yeah, very threatening indeed, and the air-to-air is going to take it. Iron Kit with such nice control of that corner area.
Yeah, this character's got air dasher combos, that is for sure. You ever get hit by a Rashid in the corner and thrown way up in the air and you're like, okay, well, at least the combo's over. Oh no, I gotta hold one more. Okay, but at least the combo's over. Oh no, he drive rushed, now I gotta hold one more. Then you land and he hits you again, sends you, it's just, this character's wild.
Yeah, he's just doing that spinning, dude. If there's so much wind, like, where do you look? You're just topsy-turvy all the time. But man, speaking of topsy-turvy is how I'm feeling when I get hit by a spinning pile driver, if you know what I'm talking about.
Give me some motion sickness with that.
But on the other side of things, are you seeing what I am seeing? We got the Dylan R. Ed.
Yeah, Ed coming. Oh, we'll see. Oh, are we gonna get the perfect? No. If he got that hit, I think he would have gotten the gray health back just enough to get the perfect. But Dylan, no, bringing him back into the corner. The problem is, when you suck him in, sometimes you get sucker punched. Gotta be so careful if you're gonna box with Zangief.
Yeah, watch out. You thought you were the boxer. No, very clean first round out of Danny Pham. Yeah, scooped is this Ed, though. Dylan R, not a stranger to the Ed. The Ed pick, nice, clean backdash. The Ed pick is something that he was working on a lot coming out of the Ed release. Only barely, only here and there, bringing back the Marissa, which we saw a little bit of tonight. But against Danny Pham, the level 3 going to hit, but not going to kill. Dylan R going to bet it on the Ed. Let's see if he's going to...
Rushlow?
No, very far away. No DI.
I like
Counter
that.
DI is there, though.
Ooh, you might be dead.
I think you can. Yeah, right? Into level 1.
Let's see.
Seen the scaling already. No, the scaling really heavy. And Dylan in burnout.
Crucially, Danny still has a little bit of life left. And that's all it takes. That's the matchup right there. He just needs a little bit.
It's crazy because the light DP I don't think would have reached far enough. Dylan going for the forward moving one, and it's just not there quite fast enough. Man, I feel like that's a pretty reasonable proof of concept if Dylan is wondering if he should switch or not.
Danny with the... Did you see that air stall with the air grab? That was so smart from Danny.
This man is a doctor. Uh-oh. And he's scheming. Get thrown in the dirt. Let's see, one more guess is all it takes. Ooh! That hurts.
Man, you said this man was a doctor. I think he might be trying to boost his patient count real quick, because this Ed is gonna need one.
Yeah, Dylan better start finding some apples. We're just playing this full screen game this time, though. Dylan able to start things on his own terms. Here, just going in, but waiting out the whole 1, 2, 3. Danny Pham just slowly inching his way in. Nice interrupt, Dylan R.
Okay, finally we're gonna get the big hit there. Not able to get too much off of it, but he does send Danny back into the corner, but somehow he keeps finding the SPDs. Just a light, not gonna be too crazy, but it's enough to get him into the hopscotch war, getting half the stage for his trouble.
He's chasing him. He's chasing him, dude.
No fear, no shimmy, just hold forward. SPD on reaction in the corner. Can you get enough meter off this combo? Oh, he drops it.
That ain't real, apparently.
I think
level 2 absolutely would chip, but a fireball would be pretty nice too. Yeah, I think you're right. New hit DP, that is definitely enough to chip right here. And Dylan taking a nice little round here.
I think Danny You know, he's only had a little bit of time to work with these new combos, like those headbutts into chops we've seen dropped a few times tonight. Really easy to get into those situations.
And +9. I'm getting shades of what's the big gun that Potemkin has in Strive? Just hit him with the big arm.
Yeah.
Yo, big super out though, and it's blocked.
There we go. That time he got it.
Hey, don't worry though. Did a lot of chip.
True.
And Zangief, Danny Fan with 2 quick ones. And that is looking like that is going to be that set. Congratulations to Dylan R. Gonna be going out at what is that? 6th place? Which is pretty sick if I do say so myself. We got a stacked bracket this week, so go figure it was not going to be easy. But
yeah, this bracket is absolutely stacked. It's great to see everybody coming out here for the opener of season 2 of the Rainier Rushdown bracket. We've had that little bit of break and spicing up the meta. That's all it takes to see people coming out in force today, showing what they can do, showing all the new styling on whether it's the Geef combos, the Akuma. We're about to see even more of this Rashid slide into super stuff, I'm sure. Just so many options.
Air Birdie Man and Iron Knit just kind of going on, starting their match. And they're just going straight into it. I don't know if y'all at home can see this right now, but they're definitely playing, and I'm pretty sure they think that this is tournament. And Air Birdie Man is kind of going ham.
Oh yeah,
there it is. And Air Birdie Man taking that first round.
Yeah, pretty dominant. Look, we didn't see it on stream, but trust me, chat, it was a solid round coming out from Air Birdie Man, and making a statement right at the beginning of the next one with that ODDP. Hits just a little bit harder when it's Akuma. He brings you all the way up, all the way down. We playing eels and escalators.
Eels and escalators, and man, Iron Knit looking in the face of a lot of eels. That DP out of Air Birdie Man looking like that nice black streak, but here is some momentum out of Iron Knit. Ooh, I like the little air fireball to dodge the fireball, right?
I've seen a lot of that from Birdie Man, and it's so non-committal. Like, that's just a great approach option in and of itself.
Truth.
So you get to play that game with Akuma that a lot of characters don't have that privilege.
Yo, you got hit with the Super Rashid kick. Iron Knit. This is what he needed, though. Air Birdie Man not getting a ton of damage off of these straight jabs, right? Again, just getting those little confirms into the DP. The consistency is what we're watching for. Oh yeah, that is gonna be plus. Oh yeah, that is gonna be plus.
Yeah, you gotta hold that. You're burned out in the corner against Rashid. This is that worst case scenario. Bad trade, and resetting the pressure. Does burn out for it, but able to close it out anyway, mixing in the overhead beautifully.
Man, Iron Knit being so freaking patient on offense right there, and Air Birdie Man not biting at all. I loved both of the play by both of those players there, but here is a nice back throw, and the super that's gonna hit.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh man, Phil Swift just woke up wide awake for that one.
Ooh, again, but this time you might actually get hit by this level too. Yes, indeed. Alright, you got those Angry Bird combos? No. But he does have those Angry Bird reads.
You can try again.
Just going for the, yes, on my terms though, Air Birdie Man escaping. And I really like that teleport.
Just teleport out of the corner. There's certain situations when someone jumps and you're ready for it, you basically get out of the corner for free with that move. No resources required.
But unfortunate. Iron Knit just going for this super heavy commit slide at the end there. Gotta wonder if that was on purpose.
Also, we are in best of 5, first to 3 territory, because we've officially, wait, are we? Actually, no, wait, I take that back. I lied. Sorry, chat. I thought we were on winner's side, but we are not. This is loser's side still.
Top 4, right? Yeah, so it's losers semis that is going to be our beginning. It's going to be one more after this. But yeah, it looks like Air Birdie Man up a nice amount right now. This drive meter, this game count,
oh my goodness,
this
the
health,
swinging,
and Iron Knit, yeah, just sort of forcing his way in, and
it kind of worked out. They traded pretty evenly, but he got more stage, forcing Birdie Man into the corner. In the end, though, teleporting in, nothing personal, kid, and hits him with the overhead on the demon flip.
Bro, he didn't need to. He didn't need to do all that to him.
That was stylish.
Hey,
Sometimes you just gotta catch
get-
him off guard with a chicanery.
Yeah, it's true. But Iron gets stylish character of his own. Let's see if he can pull this one out.
Are those classics now? We're back into that place where Air Birdie Man is opting for the Oki. That crouching heavy kick into the double dash forward leaves you +4 on wake up. Lots of opportunities. And sometimes you just jump over him raw, get that grab, force him into the corner, force
that
out
might
the
not
level.
hit. Yeah, you're just gonna get hit, and that is an explosion. Air Birdie Man is going to take this set 2-0 in what looked like a very first game 1 became a very lopsided game 2. And
Sometimes you gotta ride the eel.
sometimes you gotta ride the eel. And man, this man Akuma, this man Air Birdie Man, just taking the escalator all the way right up there to
Indeed,
losers,
trying to get back up the
losers
winner's
semifinal.
side.
And so with that, I believe we have officially made first to 3. We're in first to 3 territory.
Look, we've all been, we're fighting game players. We want our best of 5s. We're excited to get there. We've been teasing it all night, thinking that we were in that situation.
Yeah, we
But
wanted
now
it
we
too
finally
much.
made it.
Yeah, like the AIs giving us our answers. Sometimes when we want it enough, we just make shit up.
True. That's why we're commentators.
But man,
I
we're
did
gonna
feel
be
a little bit
seeing-
like the combos in that last set were more of the same, right? They're
Yeah.
just hitting buttons and seeing maybe this will combo into this. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's an early patch. Crazy things can happen.
Yes, but we're finally here. We're gonna see this winners finals. Yo, in the chat, anybody? We see Akuma busted, but we don't see an Akuma in the winners finals. Can anybody tell us who is going to come out on top here, Scythe or Big Mac?
Only 2 left on winner's side. Only 2 players with the opportunity to go undefeated all the way through this tournament. Is it going to be Scythe? Is it going to be Big Mac combo on winner's side? Because that loser side, like you said, the Akuma's not here. The Zangief, he got knocked out by Big Mac. So many killers still to get through.
Yeah, and Big Mac just playing so freaking clean, but Scythe, the tale of the tape tonight, is just that this man is impenetrable.
Call my man Fort Squidward out here.
Oh.
Ooh. Able to combo. Oh, I like that fake.
Got him with the whiff dash.
That was kind of cheeky.
Man, and a really, really good situation for Scythe to end up in. And Big Mac just taking a boom to the face, nowhere to go.
It was such a cool string there from Scythe. We also saw him go into like just boom loop bread and butter even on block, and it kind of worked for the pressure. Eventually Big Mac thought he had a space and got caught out by that boom reset, giving Scythe round number 1.
But this time, Big Mac with a nice, hefty, sort of early dominance in that drive range game. And Scythe feeling willing to throw out another one of the whiff cancels.
Wait, one more.
Big Mac says, I will not give you the jump. Nice little +2. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could be the turn he needed. No, not going to spend that. No, not going to spend the EX. But gets the shimmy.
Wow. I can't believe Big Mac played hopscotch for half that round and got away with it. But you know, that's kind of the name of the game with anti-airs. Sometimes the risk reward is not that bad, because when you do get this jump in, it gave him that corner pressure, it gives him that Oki, and now you lost half your health bar and it's going to be a whole lot more. So what if I got crouching heavy punched 5 times last round, because this time I'm going to throw out the perfect.
Beautiful, beautiful way to close this game. And Big Mac combo going to take it absolutely deserved in 2-1. In a nice 2-1 lead. Or 2-0 lead, excuse me. And Scythe, what's going on? This man, I thought he was a wall, but
Wall is being torn down.
yeah, traditional karate man. This man punches bricks, perhaps. He punches trucks.
It's like Paul from Tekken. You build up the wall just so you can tear it down.
Yeah, that intro, so nice. But yeah, again, we're seeing the Denjin buffs coming into play. Scythe needing to spend a little bit more meter just to break through these fireball walls.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not so easy anymore.
Pay attention.
Bro, the plus frames.
So plus.
Scythe doing a good job of finding his crouching medium kick, but he's still stuck in the corner. Good
Oh.
overhead usage, able to get that natural combo. This time going low,
Oh
mixing it
my
up,
God.
bending the meter on the level 1. Won't kill, but it gives him a pretty good situation.
Yeah,
Burned out.
Two hits was all it took for Scythe to get in this situation to nearly turn it around. But the super, yeah, that is one of those situations. You see a lot of the, if you're like me going through Diamond, going through Platinum with your characters, you're gonna be seeing a lot of Ryu's throwing out the donkey kick into YOLO DP. And that is kind of the graduated version of it. It's pretty safe and pretty confident that Scythe was going to mash Big Mac.
I like ideas coming out from Scythe with these mix-ups, but at the end of the day, Big Mac has just been solid all the way through, able to deal with that, able to adapt to all the little things that Scythe is pulling out, those neutral spacings looking so comfortable, and things like those confirms that we just saw from Scythe. He needs more. He needs to hold that advantage.
It's so true. It's almost like he's coming up against another wall that he himself is having so much trouble overcoming.
Yeah, this wall got hands, I'll tell you that much.
Oh,
And we're back in the fireball war. There's the jump in.
Just barely too late, the jump.
We see Big
now.
Mac as well, waiting a few frames, trying to get a cheeky little counter hit on Scythe. Scythe so patient, not pulling the trigger, desperately trying to fight out of the corner. This time, Big Mac the one burned out. We saw how important that was the last round. Can Scythe finally take advantage? You're running out of time.
The anti-airs are not quite here right now. Big Mac getting his drive meter back, and already like that, it's so low, and so is his health. Scythe just chipping away to get that last hit.
Won, and he paid the price for it. That was not a combo.
But a huge jump. Keeping it nice and meterless, but no ceiling turns for you. Scythe is going to DI that.
The quality of gameplay we're seeing in this bracket. See, this is why we need the Matcherino out here. I saw someone in chat mention it. I'll repeat it. We're at $70 right now. I think it would be awesome for the inaugural Season 2 Matcherino. If we could get this prize pool up to 100 for these people, they have earned it for sure.
Wow, huge commitment out of Big Mac. Might cost him this game. I don't believe he's dead here, but it's going to be a burnout chip checkmate perhaps. There's the jump. There is no way.
Staying alive is Scythe here. He wants that Matcherino. Not only that, he wants those accolades to be able to say that he took such a stacked tournament.
Exactly, yeah, only 30 bucks remaining on that Matcherino. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if I got there? But man, Scythe, all he's doing is imagining getting in on this Ryu. My goodness. But Big Mac getting everything that he wants in return. Oh.
And this is that spot. Every round it feels like Scythe finds himself here at some point. It's just whether or not he can get out. And this time it's looking pretty rough. That Denshin overhead gets red, and there's that flash kick.
No, noggin checked. Scythe making
up.
his comeback right now. But he
Watch that
wants to
meter.
retreat back to this corner. You see he wants to start the fireball war, but he's really afraid of these jumps. Big Mac has had such a good read on the timing. It's slow, but it's crept up on him. Scythe being forced into these situations to anti-air without the charge.
And yeah, again, we're back in that situation where, okay, I got crouching heavy punch, big deal. Look how much damage he took for that. And then compare it to even that combo, not that bad compared to what Ryu can get if he gets those big hits.
Ooh. Big Mac overextending a little bit.
Okay,
Scythe wise to it and nets a lot of damage his way.
There we go. Scythe coming back to life, and he's gonna need it. Is down on resources because of spending it there, but got a lot out of it. Good block on the cross up, but gets hit by the Denshin.
Not quite a burnout, but this has been Scythe's best opportunity. All set. Is he going to go into the super? A burnout for sure. Are we going to see a similar one of those checkmate scenarios? There's the jump.
There we go.
Indeed. Yeah,
So
that was
good at
rough.
finding those.
Even the grappler jump, if he had landed in time and blocked that DP, would have meant death. Scythe knowing so well, and in fact, that is what happened. The chip on that victory screen up there at the top.
Okay, that time, Big Mac calling out that approaching overhead. That's something that Scythe has been leading on pretty early. He likes to go high, then go low, and I think Big Mac has recognized that pattern.
Nice. Oh my
Ooh,
gosh,
he's
he's moving. Scythe said, I didn't want to be here at all. Gets right out.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be in that corner. Trying to checkmate him a little bit with this level 2. Got to be really careful. Good use of the OD, though, from Big Mac to fight out.
Yeah, but Big Mac, yeah, I love his use of the parry Scythe. Noticing that all of his super was just going to get parried, he just got out of there, and almost nothing came of that super at all. Big Mac looking like he's the aggressor right now.
But you know what? He got his drive gauge back. He was in a scary position there, being burned out, and the target combos. Good morning.
Good morning and good night. I love Scythe just staying cool, calm, and collected, knowing that Big Mac indeed, in spite of the nice, strong, neutral energy that we were seeing, was not holding that life lead and needed to make some more risks.
Against Scythe, very confident with those crouching heavy punches. I think part of it is it's really easy to try to flash kick, even if you're charged there, and the Ryu just gets into that blind spot right above your head. But going for the crouching heavy punch is a lot more consistent in those scenarios. So that may be part of why Scythe is opting for it so often.
Both these players are timing, they're varying their drive rush timings. Do they want to go for the fast button? We're seeing the shimmies come out. And now the throws. Scythe with a nice, comfortable life lead here, but you know, it's Street Fighter 6 is never quite as comfortable as you want it to be.
Indeed.
Big Mac just walking him down.
The damage output is crazy. The Tosugeki
Oh!
just give him those plus frames, but no fear from Scythe. He has come alive, pushing that, we were talking about pushing that advantage.
Oh. Okay, just plus frames. Scythe, though, not quite close enough to splat Big Mac. Oh my gosh, the chip, yeah, anything, there it is.
And
So
Scythe
many rounds now.
suddenly on the cusp of the reverse 3-0. After the way that this set started, you never would have seen this coming, but the adaptation just next level.
And this is the wall. You thought it was over there, it's over here, it's a moving wall. I don't know. Nice, and this time no shimmy. Scythe just gonna get the throw. And Big Mac gonna have to ask himself a question here. How do we make this comeback? So not a lot of meter. The overhead is good. Gonna go straight
That's a way to
into it.
come back. That one right there, that'll do it. Yeah, take that Ryu damage. We in
Yeah,
season 2, baby.
Just raw drive rush overhead. That scaling is fantastic. No punish, but nice. Nice confirm. Excuse me? Excuse me?
Hello.
Bro, this guy, that combo is crazy. That combo is crazy.
That was the definition of you give him an inch and he drive rushes a mile. And sure enough, Scythe, after a difficult start, able to take it all the way 3 in a row, moving forward in this top 4.
That was a flex. That combo is a flex and a half, and man, am I here for it. That was cool.
So that's going to be our winner's side. But now we are down to what we had speculated would be winners finals.
Crazy.
Looking at the seeding, this is the expectation, and we're seeing it on loser's side.
Yeah, losers semis no less. Neither of these players made it to that winners final spot. They will need to win this to just get the opportunity to fight Big Mac combos. You know Danny is going to want that rematch. Birdie wants to go and kick some more ass. You know, this modern has not been slowing down at all tonight.
You mentioned earlier Potemkin and the way that Zangief could kind of remind you of him in this matchup, or in this patch rather. This matchup is like the notorious Chip Potemkin, where whoever gets the hit just auto wins. And I think we're about to see a bit of that right here. That was a reset.
That was a reset. I think that might have been on purpose too, because I don't think that the normal non-EX Lariat would have killed there. Birdie Man, you know, undeterred. We've been nice punish on the sweep. We've been no mashing even after being hit by the jab.
Even that
So
light
plus.
SPD. It does so much damage.
Oh,
and
yeah,
there's
yeah.
that level 2. Danny, always ready with the reactions. Gonna give you a little bit of damage for your trouble. Air SPD closing it out. Nice round from Danny.
Brother, I thought you said a little bit of damage. I didn't think he was dead.
Bro, I keep forgetting we're talking about Akuma here. This is what I was telling you. It's Chip Potemkin for all you Strive players. Welcome to Street Fighter Season 2, everybody.
Yes. Top 1 Geef, we're here, baby. But no, Air Birdie Man says top 1 modern. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
Okay,
says Danny.
okay. The jump
Excuse
in.
me. Oh.
Oh, he dropped it. Or maybe he was going for another reset. You know what? That might have been intentional.
I honestly believe it, and Air Birdie Man smart enough to say no thank you. Danny fam getting on that verge of the burnout, and there it is. Ooh, nice little stall again.
Okay, that jump in maybe a little bit predictable at this point. He's done that same jump in a couple times now, armoring through. I don't care if I'm burned out. So are you. And now he just needs to get one read. But speaking of grabs, the command grab coming out from Birdie Man.
Yo, who's the grappler here?
Yeah, real. It's so easy to forget that option's there.
Reactable, they told me. Is this the power of legend? Oh no, but Danny fam says, I have legendary reactions myself. Boom.
And that's really almost half your health bar. That's crazy.
Oh. Nice. And just again, Danny needing to watch out. That drive getting into that orange territory, very scary if you are trying to aggress. But nice. Calling out the jump, just empty land. Oh,
the double low
for you.
I've been noticing that a lot from Danny. He
Oh,
goes
that
in.
was...
Oh!
Barely a punish, I feel like.
That was nice. So we were talking earlier about how, okay, I see you. How Geef sometimes doesn't get great Oki and he has to drive rush low, and there's not really mix-ups off of that. So what Danny's doing is he does that initial low on your block, and then he drive rushes a second time. The reactions from Danny.
Jackhammer.
He doesn't need mix-ups. He's just got modern reactions on a classic amount of damage against this Akuma.
Oh man, we see Danny starting to go for these layer 2s, calling out some kind of jump. No bite out of Air Birdie Man.
Bro is built different.
Yeah, truly. Air Birdie Man, though, on that verge of the... No, you cannot parry this, my friend. That is a throw.
Yeah, I don't know what the thought was there.
It's like that. Danny fam in a pretty scary situation. The corner is right there. Burnout is right there. And the DP is in your chin already.
Ride the eel.
Ride the eel.
Birdie Man getting himself on the board. But if anybody can adapt to what we just saw, it's Dr. Danny fam himself. Like you said, my man's a doctor. He knows how to study his opponents.
Yeah, let's see it get clinical on this guy. But Air Birdie Man, the modern man, having all of the reactions at his disposal, but an excellent jump and an excellent DP read. You may just be dead.
And yeah, you're super dead. I think that was another case. We're playing that rock, paper, scissors where Danny didn't just go for the reset, but baited out Birdie, expecting him to go for the resets, and then takes the round for it.
It's all the long game, right? These are the sorts of sets. This is where that first to 3 really makes a difference. Danny being able to set the traps early on and then unleash them now when it really counts.
Look, they say health is a resource with Zangief to get yourself a little bit closer to your opponent. And Danny is the one with all the resource right now. Doesn't even have to spend it because Birdie Man gets a little bit preemptive. Just a tick of health, plenty of drive gauge, but nothing he can do with it. I told you Danny could adapt, and oh my goodness, did he.
Very, very clean. Just checking that command grab at the end. When you have a life lead like that, you don't need to go for big swings, right?
And now we just wait. Danny's so patient. That's the other part of this game plan. He knows when to wait it out. Birdie has been the one that has been cracking more often in these neutral exchanges.
It's a very, very good point. But The reaction is so consistent. Danny's still not allowed in the skies, and Air Birdie Man making his offensive right here.
Yeah, that's how you have to deal with Zangief. You have to keep him perpetually in disadvantage. Make him deal with being minus in your face. That's where he struggles.
And these hell stabs after the plus frame starting to hit a lot, but no. Speaking of hitting, maybe speaking of striking, Air Birdie Man getting a lot of these command grabs.
You know, one of these days he's going to have to mix that up, but honestly, I feel like he hasn't been given a reason to, so keep throwing it out, my guy.
Oh my gosh, what do you mean? You seeing these fireballs?
Yeah, ride the eel. Ride the eel.
Oh my gosh. You're telling me I'm supposed to block all of those? I'm supposed to block all of those and react to... Sheesh, this is looking pretty scary. That was a very, very Air Birdie Man round if I've seen one.
Yeah, very Air Birdie, very Akuma, and this is very Danny. He knows when to bait out that SPD, and right in his face. Come on, one more. Okay.
Man, I kind of wanted the read, but yeah, again, we're just seeing the low little taps. Yep, and just walking away. Air Birdie Man, not even with the jab reaction on the knee hop. Danny just being able to steal another turn again.
Yeah, so critical. Speaking of critical jump in. This is looking scary for Air Birdie Man, potentially on his last round of the tournament if he can't take this here.
Yeah, you were talking about critical. I was going to say, when is this critical art coming out? Of course, Air Birdie Man going to be spending that super, and Danny already going into this burnout situation.
And now we're spacing fireballs. If I'm Danny, I don't feel too bad about this fireball damage. I think it's worth it. And I think that Birdie Man realized that because he's starting to be a little bit more aggressive. Ooh, no punish.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Danny just chilling, waiting for this fireball, which we've seen him get so many times before. But he whiffs on the follow-up.
And the punish with the heavy kick. He was able to get up in time. Goes for the Oki parry on the drive impact. Danny given one more chance. Air SPD call out. Can you close it out here with the drive rush? Not quite, but the SPD again. The strike throw mix from Danny. I was talking about that earlier with the low resets, and my goodness, did he commit to it. Wow.
That last sequence with the... What is it? It was drive rush light kick, drive rush cancel, crouching light kick to air flip into another SPD. Wow. Wow, just the awareness that it's not going to be a scramble. This is not a scramble. This is all in the charts, baby. It's in the charts. That's why he's a doctor, you know?
I was talking about Danny's little bit of set play that he likes to do in Oki situations out of that SPD earlier. He goes for the drive rush low off of his SPD. Usually it's blocked or, parried. And as long as it's not perfect parried, just drive rush right back in again. And then you get your high-low / SPD mix. It doesn't matter if your opponent does something funky. He's so ready for it. The number of times he has done that. He's seen every situation that there is to be seen. And that is what comes out of it, what we just saw.
Man, speaking of stuff that we've been seeing, we just saw some modern reaction DPs, but I gotta be honest, I feel like the DPs out of Big Mac has been looking pretty modern reaction himself tonight.
In general, people's reactions are crazy because Danny's level 2 reactions are also ridiculous.
So true. Oh, you don't get to do that, but you do get to jump that. Danny fam gonna eat a lot of damage here. Oh,
get decked.
Yeah, just the one. Oh, but speaking of the one and the two Big Mac combos, it's swinging him over the shoulder to get that first round.
Yeah, Big Mac trying to wake you up here. Got an Egg McMuffin for your breakfast. You gotta hold that. Speaking of holding that, let me hold you real quick. Danny getting himself back in with the reversal of sides, and now you are up against Zangief in the corner.
Man, you tried to go for a plus on block. You tried to go for a plus on block Kashogeki one time, and you freaking exploded. How dare you?
That's all it takes.
You got parried, you got back thrown, and you got mixed.
The Geef special right there.
Yes,
It
sir.
only takes one. Look, it doesn't matter if this character's top tier or if he's bottom tier. That will always be the game plan. You get your read and you commit.
And Danny's getting a lot of blocks now, Big Mac. Now I have to remind us. Oh, nice, very clean. We're probably gonna see a burnout right here, I believe. If not, it's gonna be very close. There it is. But if we all recall, Big Mac did win the set in winners 1-2. So this was always bound to be a close one. Oh.
Yeah, that is a good point. This is the run back.
Brother, from that range. Very clean. Danny Fan with that empty, what was that? Probably light SPD to just sneak in.
It had to have been. Otherwise, that wouldn't have connected. But speaking of the range, have you seen the Zangief grab range on parry attempts? With the new Hurtbox thing that they did for Season 2? It's crazy.
I don't think I have.
Oh, you gotta look that up later. It's disgusting. Because your Hurtbox is bigger now when you are going for a parry, so you can get grabbed from further away.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah. Some more passive Geef buffs, but man, nice little. This fist of mine hits you with a palm. Big Mac combo. Hitting him with the Big Mac combo. Oh. The jump is good. Danny with a nice start this round. Oh, and another whiff punish. And I love Danny just plays. He does not care about burnout. He's basically just playing either with a rush or not. And it really doesn't make a ton of difference whether he's going to be throwing a heavy punch or not.
But now you gotta hold this chip, but not for long. Already out of that burnout because he burned out so quickly. We're 28 seconds into the match, and my man just got his second drive bar. What can he do with it, though, with the way Big Mac is just, backing himself into the corner? He's got limited time on that. Finally, taking his opportunity. Really good patience from Big Mac and jumping at the perfect time to get the punish.
Yes, but this could also be, again, seen as one of those situations. Is this perhaps the long game,
Unfortunate spacing mishap from Big Mac gave Danny a lot of stage, and now you're going to armor through. Doubling down, you're stuck in the corner. Hold these headbutts.
Hold this DI. You don't get to. Oh, no. He went for the double. You can't kill off this, though, right? Can you? I don't think you can.
No.
Okay, not quite.
I was ready. I was ready for something silly to come out that I hadn't seen with the buffs, but no.
Right.
Danny just resetting it. He's okay.
Nah, the old stuff works too. Oh.
Interesting.
Little handshake. Now Big Mac's pulling out a lot more of these fireballs. We haven't really been seeing such an active, and maybe that's why the level 2 is on deck. But interestingly, now we might see, I wonder if, not today. One more?
Ooh.
Let's see. A heavy probably won't kill. You're probably alive. Oh, it did kill.
Well,
holy cow.
Alrighty then. Sometimes it is what it is.
That was a whole game, by the way. That wasn't like one round or anything. That was, oh. We're getting bot rated. Yo, we get some cheap viewers. Dude,
I need cheap viewers.
I need cheap viewers.
Oh. You know what I need? I don't need cheap viewers. I need those expensive viewers on my Matcherino.
Exactly.
Those ones that can really chill out.
Where are those viewers that are about to put our Matcherino at 100? That's what I need. Oh my lord.
What if we just convince the bots to all donate $1?
That's hilarious.
Trust.
They're freaking everywhere.
I'll buy your service if you donate $1. I promise.
Man, they distracted me from Big Mac's sick comeback right there. That's criminal. Sorry to chat. We would love some cheap bots. Thank you, the X button, for being an actual human hog. But in the meantime, Danny is just getting his cook on. Not quite high enough to get the air SPD. And Big Mac, knowing that he wanted it,
we may have. Ooh. We may have bots in the chat, but there are no bots on the screen. The thinking man, the doctor, in the house, but get swept, kid.
Uh-oh. Yep, but that's a gap. That's a big gap, and he can tap you with those tippy-tap taps, those nice shoes, the Sunday best.
Oh man, we got to be so careful. So much on the line at this point. Danny up a game, but even in rounds, this is where Big Mac needs to stake his claim, just like that last set. We're in that last round situation. We see Danny playing slow, playing careful, and armoring through. He is always so ready, even if he doesn't have the super.
That's so scary. The first heavy punch, and already he gets that SPD. He gets this life lead, and all that time spent Big Mac holding him in the corner is just leading to this. I think you might be dead. Do we get Hell Stab into EX? Are you high enough?
No,
Not quite.
But we do get the jump in, and that's going to do it for Danny.
Yes.
Look, we don't care what controller we got out here as long as we got SPDs.
Yeah, and man, they were hitting, and the light confirms were hitting too. Just very, very clean play. Both players, Big Mac with a game of his own, again had beaten Danny Fam in winners. So Danny coming back with the data, perhaps.
Bots in bio.
Shoutouts to Red. Apparently got some girls in our area. You love to see it.
In my area?
I'll believe it when I see it. Bring them out. Bring them out. But,
yeah, everybody, sorry. You know how it is. Sometimes this stuff happens, but it's all good. We can have some fun with it. But the big thing, like you just mentioned, is now we are in the big leagues. Scythe has been waiting patiently, wants to take this tournament from winner's side.
welcome to the show. All right, are we gonna see some sweet SPDs like
SPDs in our area,
OS, or are we gonna see some sweet spinning booms?
Yeah, I want some sonic booms in my area.
Just with the raw. Now this is a fun one because I believe, yeah, right, these two players did not play on their path here, and so this is entirely raw visual data. Were they watching each other from earlier in the bracket? We did see Danny Fam in the chat, but I don't know about Scythe. I don't know if they've been so active. There's one dunk to start things off real strong for Danny.
Now this matchup, like many Geef matchups, notoriously bad.
Oh yeah.
But that has not stopped Danny tonight. And the way these SPDs are coming out, it is not going to stop now. Again, those drive rush commits. He doesn't care if he gets blocked or not. But this time he does burn out, and that is bad news.
Yeah. Oh man, but oh my god, from that far? From that far?
Danny, chill.
Man, remember when we thought the burnout kind of mattered? Danny here sitting on a huge life and drive lead, even after taking a hit. And the SPD, not quite close enough for the SPD, I mean.
Danny is making me see the light. This character, we might be back in vanilla Street Fighter 4 right now.
Bro,
he doesn't need green hand when he's just got Das Boot.
See the light. I'm thinking about putting on my shades. This character's looking cheap.
Put on the water bugs, hater shades out here.
Oh, nice punish. Flash kick just to punish the sweep at the max range.
Ooh, Tupi is right. We've got that Matcherino up to $90. Chat, can we get 10 more for this amazing inaugural bracket of Season 2? I would love to see that before this winner's finals is over. One of these guys got to go home with the big bucks.
At me, I dare you to convince me that these two players don't deserve it after all this.
Yeah, and if you think they don't, hit them with the 1v1.
If you think they don't, hit one in chat.
Go out to the salon tomorrow. Put your $10
let us
on the
know.
line.
If you think they don't deserve that Matcherino bucks, hit one in chat. See what happens.
See, I like that because then they also have to hit the follower button so they can talk. It's perfect. If you're not following the stream, what are you doing?
Yeah, there we go. But man, if you are not escaping the corner, you are Scythe right now. Because Danny Fam is just keeping him here. Oh my goodness.
Scythe has been figuring some stuff out though. Did get back on the board that last round. Doing well in the neutral, even things like that. Not afraid to throw out a...
This is the confirm again. He's doing it. No! Oh my gosh. Just the confirm off the raw, like, what is it? Counter hit, crouch medium punch boom.
All it takes. Danny has been getting away with those pressure strings all night, even against Scythe in the first couple of games. But that time around, recognizing the pattern, that's the name of the game. If Danny's not going to mix up the string, you know where the gap's going to be. And that stand heavy punch puts in work for Guile.
No, and we got a lot more conscious blocking coming out of Scythe. And that is a ton of damage. That was a meterless jump in, did like 40%. He needs it, question mark.
Oh yeah, he needs it.
The lows are working.
He needs it.
He doesn't need a throw when that double drive rush light confirm will kill.
He needs the world. Give my man, this is his time to shine. Danny looking so good in this game. Scythe gotta stop the bleeding.
The bleeding just keeps coming. Danny with every answer.
Burned out, but does that even matter? Because the armor still exists. Target combos out here as well on counter hit. Scythe gotta take advantage of this opportunity and advantage.
And we're getting a nice amount of Guile damage right here. Scythe with a couple anti-airs, a couple flash kicks, a couple booms. And Danny, but still not really able. Oh wait, this is gonna be big. I don't believe this. Oh, C8, this probably will kill. Bop, double
Should kill.
Rapuken. I always think he's gonna say double Rapuken, but then he's not Geese.
Off of that drive rush overhead, it's easy to forget, especially when he's got those supers, whether it's the level 1 or the level 3 combos, just how much combo damage Guile has. His scaling's not that bad. Oh my goodness, you just SPD'd him out of a sweep.
Yeah, he just let it rock. That's crazy. This is starting to seem to appear to fall apart very quickly. Scythe is perhaps out of ideas. He needs to come up with some new ones pretty quickly.
He's always going to swing there. And Danny bringing it to last match of set number 1. And not only that, I just checked in on our Matcherino. We hit that $100 threshold, which means these guys are going home with the big bucks. Thank you, chat, for all the donations tonight. It really does make a difference for these players, giving them something to fight for in these weekly brackets. Look, it's all about fun here, but a little bit of cash can go a long way.
Look how much fun Scythe having right now, just getting spinning, pile drivered into the dirt. Danny with the raw drive rush into the Lariat. Beautiful play. He cannot get his stuff done. It's looking like a bad matchup for Guile. I'm not gonna lie. Is this a I'm gonna guess like what, like 7-3 Geef, right? Oh my God, 7 fucking.
Honestly, 8-2 Geef favor.
8-2. We all saw that. That's an 8-2 SPD if I've ever seen one.
Honestly, unwinnable.
That was actually a mad clean whip punish.
What's that weird like Street Fighter 2 version specific matchup with
Rainbow?
the Oicho throw loop? That's what's going on here. The unwinnable Geef Guile matchup.
Oh gosh, it's kind of looking like it. 2 more of those and Scythe is cooked. And he's got the lead now, but man, the lead just means he put Danny Fam into level 3. Is he gonna? I would have loved for him to let it rip right there, but a little bit respectful of Scythe. Nice big tech, but the level 2 is all gone now. Brother, I really want him to just like raw level 3, but he refuses.
You can't give Danny those opportunities.
That killed. I did not think one SPD there would kill, but you know, heavy perhaps. I don't. If that was light, that was criminal. And with that, we have a reset.
Like this here from Scythe. You want to slow down. This is not working the way you thought it was going to. All the theory is out the window. You're getting SPD'd off of moves you didn't think it was possible to punish with an SPD.
No.
You just need a breather. Also, I'd like to point out here, we're talking about the payout here. It's not just for these guys. Because we hit that $100 threshold, that means we have enough to give everybody in our top 8 just a little something nice, you know? There's a scaling factor on that. These guys are fighting for a bit more. But yeah, everybody in top 8 gets something.
A drive rush scaling, if you will. But man, Scythe just having his way with things right now. And man, it would be so sick if the audience could see, because Scythe running away with this round. Are we going to get a strong first round on the board, or is Danny going to steal it? No.
Maybe it was just camera shy. He needed to be off screen.
Yeah, I guess so, but even being on stream did not work. And Danny fam going up 1 round in this first set. It's our first game of our second set of grand finals, and still, we're so sorry to the audience at home. There we go.
All right, we're back in it. Ooh, triple crouch jab into flash kick. Optimal there from Scythe. You really have to be aware of this.
Oh, no, you're dead.
Danny!
Game 1. You thought you could whip punish. You thought you could whip punish. He was done whiffing. He was done whiffing. He spun those sticks like a minute ago.
Oh, Danny boy. My goodness. I am so impressed with how he is navigating this matchup.
8-2! 8-2, dude. You can't boom. It's not allowed. You can't boom. You just get thrown.
Hit him with the backbreaker as well. And Danny, so many plus frames. You got to hold that Guile in the corner. Finally reads the DI.
Come on, Scythe. We need something, and we're not. Oh, I love that corpse hop. That was sick.
Yeah, you have the opportunity there. You can spend 2 bars to get some extra damage, or you can cross up and the parry bait, and Danny finally gets a taste of his own medicine in the corner.
Oh, man, that was really scary. Scythe actually with the drop there, getting the double sweep instead of the sweep launcher, for sure would have killed. But getting the round anyway. Can he get on the board of this round? But dang, you know what is 3 or under 6 frame startup is SPD.
Yeah, Scythe really held that for 2 sets. Finally throws it out once, and Danny's somehow ready for it. That feels so bad.
Oh, Scythe. You can see he really wanted to get like a level 2 activation going, but too little too late, and Danny fam on the verge of going up 2-0. Nice single hit confirmed though. Scythe not going quiet into the night.
No, I mean, you certainly wouldn't if you're working this hard for this.
No!
Oh! Armor into armor into armor, and Danny comes out on top. Goes for the cheeky little side switch there, trying to optimize that little bit, but the flash kick gonna reset the neutral. But again, every time he runs in, he gets SPD.
Please kill him. Please kill him for this. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be close. He is gonna be burned out for sure.
It's a lot of scaling. I think it got it. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Just at the end, very, very tight. But with that, Scythe clutching it out, getting on the board. And again, no 3-0s in sight.
Been so back and forth. It really goes to show how important the player matchup is. Like we joke about the 8-2 matchup, which to be clear, it absolutely is.
Yes.
But
yes.
But so much of this is the back and forth of the mind games of playing your opponent.
Yeah. Yeah, these 2 players just slowly working their way into each other's minds, figuring out all of those little patterns, and Danny just walking Scythe down to his detriment, gonna be giving Scythe the first round in this swing game of set 2.
Just waking up. Good usage of the supers here, whether it's the level 1 or the level 3. Haven't really seen the level 2. That's something that Scythe doesn't use often. Ooh, gets stuffed out on the anti-air. Danny just trying to slowly walk this in.
Yeah. Just keeping things really grounded is Danny. And Scythe sort of being forced into the same game, but ticked low enough to make him block. And Scythe is now just getting decked for so much damage. Half of his health just gone like that.
We saw Danny use that mix-up to great effect earlier, the key being that he uses it as a mix-up. I'm going to whiff on you, doesn't matter. I drive rush in anyway, steal my turn, and taking the round pretty solidly.
Yeah, very clean. It's like the drive rush light kick to catch the jump, allowing the drive rush medium punch to juggle. Very clean conversion. Danny on the verge of taking this round now, it feels like. This game now, it feels like.
He certainly has the momentum, but Scythe has the health lead. No level 3 yet, but likely to get it in this round if it goes the distance. Meanwhile, Danny, he has that on lock in the background, and more importantly, he's got his reaction level 2s.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're looking at health leads are temporary, neutral is forever. Scythe pounded into the dirt, a lot of drive meter. Whoa, huge whiff. Wait, can he? You can't kill, but it's gonna hurt a lot. He's just gonna go straight into that CA. CA damage, gonna save a lot of drive too. If there were any moment to make this comeback, this was absolutely how.
How do you get out of this as Danny? He's running out of stage. You got to make a commitment, and he tried. You saw that was a counter hit. Who knows what he was trying to throw out, but he had to press a button.
Yeah, absolutely. No meter on deck. If that was throw tight, that was checkmate. And Scythe gonna go up 2 games now. This is the lead. This is the lead that he would have been comfortable in last set, but Danny, of course, no stranger to fighting from a deficit. Oh. Just little ticky-tack hits, both players just getting the feel for each other, and finally the big jump. Meterless, but no Oki for you, says Scythe, and he's fighting back.
Okay, Danny. Trying to play this defensive game. Just those booms so precariously, precisely placed from Scythe. And you can understand why. He's up in the set finally, but if he gets red once on a jump in, not gonna be that time. It can turn around just like that.
It's too easy to think that, oh, nice, the backdash right in time, calling out the drive rush SPD.
Danny worked so hard to get here. Battled controller issues, had to go through that gauntlet of a loser's bracket fighting the Akuma army, and now he has to fight back one more time on the cusp of elimination.
Oh man, but Scythe doing such a good job of preventing that story. A big whiff. That's gonna hurt a lot. Scythe probably not gonna opt to spend here. Super plus, 2+ even. And
okay,
boom.
We're still alive. Danny on the board in this crucial game number 4. On the back foot though, both players got plenty of super meter to work with.
And if you're Scythe, you gotta, oh gosh, that's gonna be a nice whiff punish into reset SPD. And a big, that was not even EX. I wonder if that was meant to be a CA.
We're starting to see those mix-ups coming out from Danny. Both of those rounds, he pulled out a couple of weird things that we haven't really seen. Even things like that quick light kick into dash up command grab. That's not something he usually does.
Yo, immediate rematch, by the way. Scythe not wasting any time, and Danny fam, why the heck would he?
Yeah, you want to keep that momentum.
Nice.
Speaking of momentum, though, Scythe got the early momentum carrying into the corner very well.
Yeah, huge spin for Scythe. This earlier momentum has been making such a big deal. Danny needing to force himself into these awkward situations where the jump is going to get flash kicked, but he needs to advance or else he's going to slowly burn out. Scythe just so comfortable sitting at this mid-screen.
Yeah, he's not afraid of the jump in. You saw finally one came out and he got flash kicked that time, maybe a little slow. Didn't opt for the invincible option and paid the price for it. Danny has now walked back to full screen, and now he has so much room to wiggle around with, putting Scythe into the corner, but the opening does come out, and this should close it with a level 1.
Yep. Nice, with just enough. No flash kick would have done it there, and Scythe ready to spend when necessary. Just end this set, he says. But Danny only needs 2 more rounds to end it himself.
Now Scythe is down a bar here. Can Danny take advantage of that meter advantage? SPD is a good way to get this started, but we saw what happened last round. Finally, that flash kick out of the corner. Great mix-up.
I love not getting into his head about it. Scythe knowing that he wanted to get out, and now was the time. But will he make the same bet now? No.
Okay, goes for the overhead. I like how aware Scythe is, even in that situation. It's another case of he never pulls that out, but it's the perfect option for this moment, and he knew it. And now you're back in the boom loop.
Yeah, scary though. Danny out of burnout. And so anything, we got the drive rush light kicks again, but we also just have light kick alone. You can't boom there. Very, very scary if you're Scythe. Both players holding on. It feels like Danny mounting this comeback and Scythe hanging on by a thread. But that thread might be thicker than we realize.
Could this have ended any other way? Last round, last game, grand finals reset, and what a statement start from Scythe.
huge swing here, right? We're gonna see that burnout. We're gonna see Scythe recover back to 2 bars.
This
And
is
already
brutal.
there's 3. And Danny just sitting in this burnout situation. The low health hasn't really scared him much, but this low amount of full health pool,
He's got that drive gauge.
he can only take like 2 flash kicks now.
Danny's got literally one opportunity.
Fuck.
He's in his Eminem arc right now, pulling out the SPD to get it started.
Oh
The
my god,
flash
he just
kick!
went for it!
No
What
punish,
was that
bro!
punish? What was that punish? That
nerves.
both players have effectively sort of thrown away the set for themselves.
And now he's
And
burned
Danny
out.
in burnout, and he just went for the empty jump level
That
3
should be
and
it. And my game froze. I think he might have alt F4'd after that one. Danny had an opportunity, but he threw it all away. And that is going to be it. Scythe taking the tournament, the inaugural Season 2 Rainier Rushdown in what a final game, a final way for that to end.
yeah, you said it. That was a marathon set by every measure. And the 2 of these players played it out to the very end with clearly nerves on the line, playing huge parts in both of these with huge drops on both sides and just really clutch decision making. Truly one to remember and one to be worthy of our first Matcherino pool. So
Yeah.
without further ado, congratulations to Scythe for winning the very first Rainier Rushdown of Season 2. That's freaking hype.
Yeah, absolutely. Great stuff to all the players we saw on stream today. There was no one on stream today. I was like, okay, this is a round 1 player. They're kind of, not quite at that level. Everybody was so good. And by the time we got to top 8, I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm watching a major right now. The decision making.
Yeah.
And so exciting to see people so aware of the Season 2 tools that their characters had.
Yeah, I totally agree. But thank you all for bringing us to $100 in the prize pool. That means that our prize payout is going to be for all of top 8. So shout outs to everybody who made it. You don't have to be first place to be making off with this cash. So, Danny, thank you for coming out to your first Rainier Rushdown. You're going to be getting something. Birdie Man, tight seeing you cook with that legend. You're going to be getting something. Iron Knit, Dylan R, West Ants, and Mr. Bono, I believe, are all going to be walking away with some amount of this Matcherino. So that's freaking hype. Again, we have been Rainier Rushdown. My name is Leaf. This is Lentini. If you want to find out more about how to find us, check out this QR code down in the corner. Peep that Street Fighter, Seattle Street Fighter, and click events, click chat, click whatever the heck you want. It's a great community. We'd love to hear from you.
Y'all, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure being with you again, Leaf, as always. I love hanging out with you on the mic. Thank you, chat, for being so great tonight. Shout out the chat bots, the hot SPDs in my area. I'm going to have to hit them up later.
Yeah.
But for now, that's going to be it for us. Y'all better tune in next time because I can guarantee you it's only going up from here. Have a good one.
Yeah, every day I do this, never fear losing. And when I get up in the game, yeah, I'm improving. A real problem, but I solve them all facts proof. And if you think I'm gon' fold, then you talking fool. Yeah, y'all wanna win, let me spin, boy.